What's good, everybody? What's going on, man? Happy Wednesday to everybody. We halfway through the week for those who are working, man. Before we get into this thing, man, salute to everybody that has came from at GMT Boxing, checking us out over here on Slick 50 TV. You know, things over on Slick 50 TV run a little different, you know what I'm saying? We talk about everything and sports on this channel, but I'm thankful for everybody who hit the subscribe button on this channel. And if you've been a subscriber on Slick 50 TV, you know, you're a fan of GMT Podcast, make sure you make your way to at GMT Sports and hit that subscribe button too. That's my other podcast I do where usually this sports show is. You understand me? But the same rules apply. You know what I'm saying? Get on and speak your piece. You know how you feel. Don't hold back. You know, we on the right channel for the trolls. Y'all welcome too. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know your boy with the shits.
Nigga!
100%. And having said that, salute to everybody walking in, bro. Take part in the poll. If you're a hater, if you're a congratulator, you want to see your boy win, feel free to take part in that. DJ, I see you, my guy. What's going on, man? What's happening with you? Who else up here? Punch, I see you, my guy. What's going on, man? What it do? What it be like? We let some more people walk up in here. Oh, the N-word with the A. He to run that shit over here, goddamn it. Salutes to DJ, man. Salutes to DJ, bro. Real talk. Oh, my goodness, man. Where we going to start, bro? It's been a hell of a weekend. On to now, a bunch of rumors circulating that seem promising, but I see everybody done got bit by the rumor bug. So I thought I would take a piece of this show and show you guys how to debunk certain stuff, because stuff I got sent this like four times, and I was like, what? You right? And I already heard one rumor about Barrios Pacquiao, right? It's supposed to have Tank and Roach on there and so on and so forth. And that may still pan out, but I still have my doubts about it because those are all pay-per-view cards. Like, why would I do that? You could put a quick card together for Barrios Pacquiao. Tank, Roach definitely is a huge card. So, but now we getting a bunch of other shit, right? Coming down the pipe. So now the next rumor is Barrios, Pacquiao, Foster versus Fulton, all on the same card. And let me get the other one. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let me take this to the basement and show y'all what I mean real quick. All right. As you can see, yeah. This bullshit right here. Barrios, Pacquiao, Foster versus Fulton, right? And I'm finna show you another one. I'm gonna show you another one. Straight up.
Another one.
Check it out. Now, this is another one somebody sent to me, and this got Fulton and Magdaleno on this motherfucker. Russell versus Hiroka. You get what I'm saying? All this shit right here, bro, is floating around. Everybody hitting me up going fucking crazy, right? You know what I mean? And it's going nuts. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, look, I can easily tell y'all, take it with a grain of salt, right? Or you could look at the date on it and look where it's supposed to be. It said T-Mobile. So check this out. And that's probably the only likely arena it would be at. You know what I'm saying? And that's who they deal with. So let's go to T-Mobile, shall we? All right, got it pulled up. That says what? July 19th? Let me see. Yeah, July 19th. Now watch this. This is how easy. Or you can go to the Nevada, if it's supposed to be in Vegas, so you can go to Nevada Athletic State Commission, and they got their whole entire calendar on there. But let's just do it the easy way, right? Let's go to T-Mobile. Who's all going to be at T-Mobile? F-Day promotion. You know what I'm saying? That's what's at their T-Mobile. I might have to shrink this down so you can see. Let's see if we can find a date. All right, July 22nd. You go, if anybody into Descendants of Zombies and shit, you know what I'm saying? You got Keisha Cole gonna be there August. Oh, let's slide it over though. Let me make this a bit smaller. What that say? You see that? July 16th through 19th. You think they finna move Lady Gaga for boxing? Nope. 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 So all these dates that I'm getting, it's so easy, bro, to debunk it. Like real talk. Like it's so easy. It's right there, bro. And you can go on the state got a calendar where you can go look at all their events. It'll tell UFC, even all the way down to small karate shit. You know what I'm saying? Placeholder dates. And then you go confirm it with the stadium it may be at or where you think it's gonna be at. You can go all the way around. Stop sending me the bullshit. I don't know how to say it, but and then tell me I'm hating. Oh, you just don't want it to happen. I'm not hating. This is fake. This is fake, bro. You can look at it and tell it's fake. I knew it was fucking fake, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? PBC is not the type of a company that's gonna put the cart before the horse. Why would they announce this shit and we just not finna get to Jamal and them card with Cornflake and Caleb Plant and all them? Stop it. It's just not that serious. It's not. I don't understand. Now I'm a big fan of fan art. The art's dope. Maybe they trying to get a job being, to do their promos. I don't know. But you guys got to stop running with that shit. And not the people who making it, the fans. Y'all came at me today like, first time in history, I was trying to figure out how to put Instagram on mute. I had people tell me I'm hating. Oh, you just don't like Fulton. And that let me know, salute to y'all, because y'all definitely watched the show. I ain't down like Fulton. I just wasn't sold on Fulton. But let me know you watching, and I'm just, like, come on, bro. I get it. Some of y'all want to see Pacquiao. Might be y'all only time or last time to see Pacquiao, so and so forth. You think I'm mad at that? Fuck no. If I'm able to go out there and see that, man, I'm going to go. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100, though. Like, dog, don't come at me like I don't watch boxing and care. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Punch, what y'all in here talking about, man? My news was Allegiant. Allegiant is too big for a car. This ain't going to sell no Allegiant. I can't see PVC putting this car. That's just me. That's me, right? It's all rumor anyways. I know Bud and them gonna be in there. That's a super fight. That's a mega fight. But if they didn't put Bud and Earl in the Legion, I can't see them putting old ass Pacquiao and Barrios in the Legion Stadium, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I don't see it, bro. You know what I mean? I got you, Punch. 1 second. Let me copy and paste, man. I hate typing, man. What's this do? Oh, that's a switch. I don't want to switch. It's right there. Damn, it be popping up right here. Hold on. It's probably too small for you to see, right? I need to start doing it anyways. People been telling me I need to just start I need to get my bot back going. I used to put it in the chat and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? But it's let me see. Boxing GMT. All right, it's in the chat. And I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. But I'm just saying, so people just do y'all due diligence on that, bro. Don't get got like that, bro. Or you want to argue with me, like, as soon as I heard it, I went and looked. But yeah, Legion, I don't know. This shit gonna have to be like a knockout card, but you gotta come with something better than this. Like, okay, if you put Tank and all them on one card, it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility, DJ, if Tank on that card with Roach, Barrios, Pacquiao, and who else was supposed to be on that card, right? But that's still a big stadium try to sell out on it. I'm just saying ain't none of that mega. And for me, maybe to other people, but for me, that's not mega, right? To fit that bill of allegiance. I'm just speculating. I don't know. Yeah, Fundor and Tim. And also, it's almost like you cutting yourself off at the neck. Fundor and Tim is a pay-per-view. The Tank is a pay-per-view, right? Barrios and Pacquiao, they could do it if they put something under it. That's why I agree with the little stuff like this I'm showing y'all. I agree with it because I could see them doing this. Oshaki, Foster, Fulton, and then you got Mario Barrios as their own card. I could see that, but that's still 3 cards. Why cut yourself off like that? I don't know. It's just not making sense. If you end up at Allegiant, more power to you because they got some faith in themselves. But I don't know. But nonetheless, we shall see what's gonna pan out from that card and what's not. You know what I mean? Also, I can't see Tank being up under Barrios. I just can't see that. Well, maybe I can. He was willing to do it with Benavidez, right? So maybe so. I don't know. But we definitely gonna see. And it should be telling after that Jamal card. I ain't gonna lie. So we definitely gonna see about that. But the main thing, I want people to check it out, make sure they understand. Like, y'all can go to T-Mobile and go to the state and look up their calendar and see what's real or not. You know what I mean? Like I say, even placeholder dates. It'll have the promoters thing, placeholder date, but won't have the fight. So that'll let you know what's coming up. You know what I mean? So we shall see. But yeah, quit sending me that. Salute to the people who making them, though. I ain't gonna lie. I can see how it could be convincing, but yes, just not. It's just not it. In other boxing news, as we know, Turkey Al-Sheikh has sunk his teeth into SNK, or should I say the Crown Prince has, I think, 90-something% ownership or something like that, SNK. But Turkey has teamed up with the creator of Street Fighter to make a all original based boxing game. I guess gonna be like Street Fighter on some, I don't know. Let me see if I can pull this up. Street Fighter on some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like boxers. You know, like where they gonna have a bunch of Balrogs in there and stuff like that. I don't know, but yeah, I got it cropped out. I ain't gonna be able to see the whole article, but yeah, at the bottom right here, there you go. Y'all can see that though. It says it's gonna be 400 boxing game presented by the Ring, featuring original characters. So I tell you, it's not gonna be no boxers we know or whatever. They may be 3D shaded like the latest Street Fighter game, but we need them type of games. If you play games, I do. It may be a fun game that's gonna land on Nintendo Switch. I'm a fan of the Switch, man. I done got lazy. I don't want to hold controllers and look at TV. I'd rather just have my hand and be on the go. So if it's a cool boxing game like that, like the one I got on my phone, I'm with it. So that's just a little tidbit of information. Just a little tidbit. But Turkey making big moves, whether you like him, you love him. He came to America and putting his hand in a little bit of everything from Japan to America. This man is everywhere. He ain't playing, bro. He is not playing. Not one bit, bro. So I hope they end up having a dope trailer for it. I know y'all see that GTA 6. That shit go hard, bro. Boy, I think I'm about to buy that GTA 6 too. I wonder have any of y'all seen it? GTA 6, all my people over on X, y'all can comment too. Have y'all seen it? I can't wait. They need to go and tell me when to get it, when I can put my money down. That would be the game I will actually sit at the console and play. I haven't sat at a console and played a game in so long. I was on Undisputed real tough on the computer, but I even got away from that. It was too many bugs for me. It started getting hectic. You know what I'm saying? But no doubt. Hopefully this is just a rock'em sock'em fun. Like what was that? The boxing game on Dreamcast, bro. Ready to Rumble. If it's on some shit like that, I ain't gonna stunt. I'll play it. I know like y'all cats and kids is just so serious now. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just need some goddamn me fun. You know what I mean? You just need some fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't know if anybody was on that. You know what I'm saying? Punch Talk said Undisputed is cleaned up now. You should go back to it. I can re-download anytime I want. I got that lifetime thing, so any DLC, all that, I get it all. But they're supposed to be coming out Undisputed 2 soon next year, so hopefully that's gonna be the one. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the one. So, but I'll definitely re-download and check it out for sure. You know what I mean? What else? Wait. Let me get to that. Rolly, nope, not gonna do that. Not gonna do. But speaking of Turkey, man, nope, not gonna do that. I'm rolling out of order here. I should have put all this stuff in order, man. All right. I'm gonna say that. But if anybody come up, I'm gonna say that. But I will do this. I'm gonna say this. Turkey, I need you to get back to this right here, bro. Bring this back because this weekend made him eat his own words. And I know he hated it. It's footage of him going to the corner, yelling at Ryan, saying, "You need to fight more. Swing, motherfucker, swing." I'm paraphrasing. But he didn't look too happy in that footage. But nonetheless, though, yeah, he ate his words, bro. And I y'all know I'm gonna pull the shit back out. This was back in March. If you charge people $80 for a pay-per-view, you must give them a good card with good production. And I might say, sir, yeah, you failed this weekend. You failed this weekend. And I'm not laughing at him like I couldn't wait till he failed. I'm just saying it is what it is, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. I would have just paid for one card and been happy and been like, cool. But I felt like I was forced into pay that $90 for both of them goddamn cards, bro. And the one I didn't pay for ended up being the one. Shout out to Anyway and Cardenas, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to put it out there, bro. You getting my money. I'm putting it out there, bro. We call these receipts. And this is my receipt. I want a refund. I want my refund for this weekend, bro. I'm being honest. If we being honest, I want take my receipt and give me, you could PayPal it back and give me my damn $90. Because I was not thoroughly entertained. I wasn't there for the theatrics of New York. I was at home. And that was supposed to entertain me did not do so. And shout out to Rolly, though. He said that he was the bittersweet end of the card, man. Because I'm going to tell you something. That boy Rolly on the, Rolly not so dumb as everybody think he is, bro. And I hated to say it like that. But I see, he's not. He's not. He just sounds like that, but he's not. I've never took up so much time. I got to looking up like certain things. I didn't know the kid couldn't talk until he was 11. Like it was that bad. I didn't know that. But I was watching an interview over there on Fight Hype, or I think it was Fight Hype. He said some smart shit. Like, and it made 100% facts. Now, I would play it, but y'all know I got myself clapped on the other channel, got myself suspended on the other channel. So I'm not going to play their stuff per se, but like they're good for that. And it's real long. So, but I'm just going to give you the gist of it. I implore you to go check it out. My dude said the best thing Ryan could have did after I knocked him out was not trying to win. Because if he would have tried to win, I would have knocked his ass out. I was like, damn, Rolly, that's how you coming, bro? I mean, it's longer than that, but it ain't no gibberish. You know what I'm saying? It's not gibberish. He had me zoned in like, what? Like, all right, I see Rolly on. Hey, Rolly's Revenge is he everywhere with it right now. He was at the press conference for the Caleb and I forget the guy he fighting, but Jamal and all them. He was there. Everybody salute my guy. And what? 3-division champ, 3-time champ, bruh. Go ahead, Rolly, man. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm not. Go ahead and enjoy this moment. And yeah, that kind of leads me to y'all. Let me know. Do you want to see a Garcia versus Haney, or would it make sense for Haney to go after Rolly? I want to know, especially what I heard Rolly say earlier. You know that Devin. I'm gonna play it, but Devin said. I mean, not Devin. Rolly said Devin offered to fight him back in the day, and wanted him to take $100K, and he wanted $8 million. And Rolly was like, "Man, fool didn't want to fight. Talking about he sent me a contract. He priced himself out, and he had never made that a day in his life." Which added credence, because y'all remember with the Shakur thing, wasn't they saying that he wanted $8 million? So maybe that was the running number for him. He went to Rollies, Shakur, and all them, and talking about $8 million, but them fights was just never made to materialize. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let me see if this is it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it, and Y'all let me know if y'all believe it or you don't. It ain't up to me. It's up to y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But I want to know. Let me know. I'm for real too. And if you can't hear it, tell me. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go.
That's why there's these fights not being made because everybody talk. Even Devin, right? That's why there's these fights not being made because everybody talk. Even Devin, right? When I had the belt, when I had the championship at 35, right? He literally called he tried to make the fight with me and him, right?
Oh yeah, we gotta get credit where credit's due. This is the Danza Project. They do great work over there too. They be getting some fire interviews, not just boxers, MMA fighters, basketball, everything, bro. My bad. Give them their credit, bro. You know we don't steal over here, bro.
He wanted $8 million and me get $100K.
Damn.
So I called out Rollies. I sent him a contract. Did he really send me a contract?
See what I'm saying? Rolly letting it all out now. You know what I'm saying? Rolly letting it all out. That's why I don't know though, but I do want to know though. I want to know if y'all would watch a Rolly versus Haney, right? I don't know. And part of me, I ain't gonna lie, from seeing how he fought Ryan, it's like, damn, is he the measuring stick now? Like, if Devin can get past, let me stop, bro. Cause I swear to God, but I'm being for real. I'm trying to be for real. Like if Ryan failed with Rolly should take that fight with Haney, bro. That should happen. Rolly shouldn't let that pass, bro. He should go ahead and prove prove 9. This is 9's dark horse right here. If think about it, he got Ryan. If he get Devin and so on and so forth, it'll prove my boy 9 right when he say these guys ain't got it. Think about it. 9, you need to be running with Rolly, bro. He's the dark horse for real. He is. No doubt. But yeah, I definitely want to know. I'm not keen to watch Haney fight at all. Boring arse fighter. Rolly might make it entertaining though, bro. Rolly might just make it entertaining. Think about it. Like you said, I wasn't caring. It wasn't that the Ryan and Rolly fight wasn't entertaining. It just the fight I wanted to see didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. Right? I saw a guy bounce, literally not boxing. He was literally running around the ring, bro, like for real. And he was forced to engage, right? I rewatched him, all right? And I know I'm not tripping. I watched a lot of slaps like this from Devin. They was talking about he was so accurate. I'm like, he had one stint, bro, where Ramirez came forward. Yeah, he had some accurate punches. But it was like one time. Everything else was like, ah! That's how I felt. It was like, oh shit, he too close. Ah! And I ain't trying to make fun of it, but that's how I felt when I watched it. You know what I'm saying? When I watched it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I ain't the only one that feel that way though. And people are comparing it to other fights, the Canelo fight, even to the Shakur fight. I tried to defend the Shakur fight because I don't think they were the same. You know what I'm saying? The Canelo fight, yeah. I do agree when Shakur did say that if Old Boy was a star, he probably would have won. Amir Khan believes Skull won, but that fight is to each his own. But nonetheless, one thing everybody can agree on, that shit was not entertaining, bro. On either fight. And it didn't make good entertainment. It didn't do none of that. It didn't have no value to it. And I watched the entire thing. I was just like, yeah, I don't know. You know, I like I said, I stand on, I think a lot of people wanted to see just a little bit out of Devin, like, so at least for me, so I can rally behind him, be like, he finna kick Ryan ass. You know what I mean? But I didn't get to see that. Right?
Bill Haney.
Hold on, we gonna go and check this out too. This is salutes to Cameron and Mace. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. over there. One of my favorite sayings. And salute to them because they weren't even really, they weren't cracking no jokes. Like, this lets you know the shit getting out of hand. When Mason's serious about the shit and end up giving a guy props that he clowned before, yeah, I'm gonna let you, the way he explained it was a whole lot better. The way he explained it was a whole lot better. Let's go on and listen.
Love Bill Haney. I love the Devin Haney family. But Killer, if you would have saw that fight,
I heard about it.
man.
I heard he was running. That's what they were saying.
He wasn't even looking. He was serious as hell too, bro. If y'all ever watched this show, bro, you could tell when Mace finna start clowning, bro. But yeah, he was like, dog, what is this shit?
Yes, but it wasn't like Floyd moving on his feet. People try to compare, but it wasn't like, man.
I heard he was running. That's what they were saying.
Yes, but it wasn't like Floyd moving on his feet. People try to compare him running around the ring like Floyd, and it was.
You can't do that, bro. And that's a big issue. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to catch myself at times trying to compare these guys to yesteryear. You feel me? Salutes 9. I see you, baby.
Wasn't like Floyd. I gotta keep.
You speak his name, he shall appear. That looking ass.
Keep it a buck. When Floyd is moving, he'll stand in pocket and make you miss. Even when Shakur fights, Shakur be right there in pocket and make you miss. But he's not running all the way around the ring. Devin was running all the way around the ring, like in circles. Like it was like,
My dude, he baffled. He can't even fucking get it right. That's how I be feeling sometimes. I feel you, Mace. He like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck was I watching? Like, he can't even put it in words, bro.
he wasn't there to fight. He was just there to run. Like Shakur, when Shakur does it, I can see now the difference.
That man said he was there to run. And he not even cracking jokes. My dude dead ass.
See now the difference. To run, like Shakur, when he wasn't there to fight. He was just there to run. Like Shakur, when Shakur does it, I can see now the difference. Shakur is doing it is good boxing. This was absolutely just running. Just, you're not there to fight. Why are you there?
Man, bruh. Shit is bananas, bro. All right, I'm finna put the link in here for anybody want to come up, man. Y'all got something to say, let me know. But Sister Mace was being serious, not cracking no jokes. I felt it, though. I felt it. The way he was talking was like, man, I'm trying to be nice as possible on this damn show. And I've been there, bro, where I just be like, I'm trying to be nice as possible, fam. But sometimes you just can't. You just cannot, you know what I'm saying, without sounding mean or as a hater, you feel me? But I definitely agree with that, bro. Like it genuinely felt like it was easy money, so why do I need to engage? I'll never say a fighter is scared, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I got from it. Like, why do I need to engage with this guy if I could just beat him? It reminded me of Pacquiao back in the day when he stopped knocking people out because he found Jesus. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect. I applaud everybody who finds Jesus, you know what I'm saying? But and he stopped knocking people out, and they asked him, like, is everything all right? Right? And why aren't you knocking people out no more? Is age catching up with you? He was like, no, I found Jesus, and if I feel like I could beat you, why do I need to knock you out? I'll just ride it out to the 12th round. You feel me? And that's how I felt. Like, hey, this easy work. He gonna follow me around. I can pot shot. Booyah, booyah. It is what it is, and I'm about to get paid. But not understanding that it made you look bad because people want to rally behind their fighter. You know what I'm saying? Even as much fandom that Ryan gained with the PEDs and all of that shit, Devin just as equally gained it. It was so many people in his defense, right? And still right now, you know what I'm saying? People literally, the one thing that they succeeded in that fight, they gained a shit ton of fans. And Devin in losing, gained a shitload of fans. And Ryan somehow gained a shitload of fans, right? And the fans chose sides. And there's guys like me in the middle where, yeah, he was on PEDs, but he didn't move his head none. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's why we wanted to see the second fight. Now, The second fight is up for question. And if I'm Rolly, I know Rolly trying to be a nice guy saying, nope, let them fight. Fuck that, Rolly. Go fight Devin, bro. And be 913 boxers, dark horse, and prove to the world that these guys just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Again, the link is in there. I thought I saw somebody saying they want to come up, but it's in there whenever, if y'all want to. But I definitely agree with that wholeheartedly. That's how I felt. Like I said, I rewatched it. I was like, it ain't like he got hurt. Ain't like he got touched with something. It was no reason. He not once pressed to engage. He didn't press to start any engagement whatsoever. It was because Ramirez got too close and he reacted. You feel me? That's what that was about. 913 said Ryan fought like he used lotion with glitter. What, bro? That boy crazy to the motherfucker, bro. That boy crazy as some bitch. He said that boy. Hold on, bro. Your ass tripping, bro. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. People don't listen. But anyway, Coach Eddie ATL, what's good? He said Canelo lost. Some people see it that way. Some people don't. I'm one of the people, I don't think he lost personally. I really don't. You know what I mean? But I mean, if it depends what criteria you gonna go with. I think Canelo landed the most meaningful punches, right? There was, and all of that. I think Canelo landed the most meaningful punches. I think that he did what he could with a guy who was running. Yes, he won, whether you say it was one punch or not. Canelo outlanded him by one punch, bro. If you go look round for round on CompuBox, the percentages in each round. Salute to my guy yesterday was over there on Heavy Bag TV. He was like sometimes percentages by round. I went back and even looked at that. He had the higher percentage in every round. So if you had to go down to, looking for the needle in the haystack to see who won, that's what I did. And I gave it to Canelo, bro, because I'm not a fan of that. And like I said, if you're a fan of Cuban style, I could definitely understand why you would ride it with that, Coach Eddie. And that's no hate. So I salute to you. I respect your opinion 100%. My guys that just came up on panel, man. Salute to Punch. Salute to my guy 913. What's happening, baby?
Man, what's up?
Nothing,
What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, what's
man,
up,
you
little
know
bro?
what it is.
Hold up,
what
man.
it is.
Hey, I can't even hold you, bro. I really did watch the whole fight. I was just talking shit that night because I was faded. But nah, Canelo lost that shit, bro.
You think you think so?
Man,
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Up a little bit.
Canelo lost that fight, bro.
Say that again.
We gotta back this train up a little bit.
No, I want to hear what the last part now said. What did you say now?
I said if Shakur beat De Los Santos, then Canelo lost that fight based on the same logic.
Yeah, I said that. I
Based
said
on
I
the
agree
same
with
logic.
I agree with that. Well, okay, it's partial the same logic. If I agree with Shakur when he said if he was a star, right? If he was a star, then he would have won that fight, right?
Yeah, but that
The
running
fact that
style,
right,
a lot of niggas
but
don't really like that.
it's the same way like Heavy Bag was saying last night. If Devin won, he should have won. I agree with that. But there's still one thing in between. He's not a star. And he had a paper championship and he was fighting the champ. He was supposed to show that he was supposed to show he deserved that fucking belt. He could have one good round and took off the rest of the shit. Let me ask you a
question though. Did Canelo take it from him?
Take what from him?
The belt. Did he take it from him or did he just follow him around?
Was I the only one who noticed how gassed Canelo was
I'm saying that he landed. I'm saying, but he was landing the most meaningful shots. Where did you see him even do anything? Everything that Skull did was out of desperation.
But see, if you watch the Laura fight under the same Cuban style, that's the same.
That's why I just said if you a fan of that shit,
bro,
I can see how you like it, but I just don't like it. You fighting
like
if you
Joel Casamayor, all them guys. Bro.
Yeah, but I'm not finna just keep watching you run around. Even Lord know how to stand still a couple times and engage. This dude didn't do that.
No, hey, hold on, not to cut you off, but brother, you 100% wrong. I'm gonna tell you why, brother.
Oh,
Not
this
this
old boy
coach.
from yesterday.
Yeah, this coach Ed,
I could remember your
not.
name. I could remember your
Yeah,
name, bro. What's good, bro?
brother, go back and watch that fight. Let me tell you something. Man. Real talk. That dude stood in front of Canelo over 100 times. Stood there and
No,
dared Canelo.
because he got
Yes, he did.
cornered.
brother. I promise
He
you,
got
brother. I
cornered,
promise.
Talk that
and when he
shit.
hit his
No,
body, he was
no,
jumped. No, he
no,
didn't.
no. Yes, he did. I'm not lying. I don't have no reason to lie. I
I
don't have no reason
watched
to
it.
lie.
I
I'm
watched it. I'm
telling you,
trying to
but
figure out what
Bro,
you
if
watched.
I drew up a
no,
game
go
plan for
back,
my
go back
fighter
and watch.
to fight
Go back,
I don't
Canelo,
know if
it's
he
just
stood there
like
that
that.
much, but he definitely
go back and watch that fight. The first round,
Now watch this.
that dude stood in front of Canelo
There's
a
a
bunch.
difference. There's a difference between engaging, standing in front of someone, and then dancing around. And when you get your ass countered, and you have no choice but stand
Bro,
there.
I can tell you exactly what
You
happened.
said 100 times in the first round.
Over 100 times. He stood right there in front of this dude over 100 times. I really literally sit there and no, in the middle of the ring. He stood right there in front of this dude. Yes, he did. I promise you he did. I promise you he did.
But I'm not gonna argue. Like I said, it's to each his own.
But you
bro.
know what though?
It's to
That's
each his
what I
own. If you a
think
fan
too,
of that
though.
style, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna say it
But
is what it
but
is.
Canelo didn't do anything. He didn't engage. Canelo threw 158 punches the entire fight. The dude had one round where he threw 4 punches and
He
landed
couldn't
0,
catch him.
and they gave it to him. And they
And
gave
to
it
my
to him.
point though,
They
bro,
couldn't catch him
it's the
though.
they set
difference
the record
between
for least
following
amount of punches
somebody and
thrown in a
cutting off the
68
ring.
fight.
Canelo was
Yeah, it did. It
following
did.
that boy. He wasn't cutting off the ring. He was following him. It's a big difference. Trust me, folks.
No,
And he was
I
scared.
understand that. I
And Canelo,
understand
hold
that,
on.
but still,
And
go ahead.
Canelo was
Go ahead.
afraid. And Canelo was afraid to get hit. His corner was telling him to be careful. The dude's trying to counter you. Those punches are starting to hurt. Canelo don't want to get hit anymore. The reason why Canelo wasn't engaging that dude because Williams Cole was faster than him. He was doubling and tripling that jab up and putting it on Canelo's nose every time he even got close to him. That's why Canelo stayed away from him.
And ain't no telling what happened in the gym, bro. That
Yeah, I
brings
know
you
a
to
lot of
that.
niggas' opinions are changing about Terrence Crawford now because Canelo didn't look that much bigger than him either.
I've been saying that he was never that much bigger than him, though. I put a from way back. I put a picture
Crawford
in
was
between
seeing
fight.
all them
Crawford
hoes,
was
man.
taller and the same
Canelo's starting
size.
to he's starting to wear down, dog.
But I just think that like I said, if you a fan of that, that's why I say I respect your opinion. If you a fan of that, you're a fan.
But they
I
wasn't
just didn't think he
that
won.
fight, man. They was not gonna let Skull ruin the party and drop him.
I feel like circumstance do play a part in a sport like that. Like if it's just a straight up fight, that's different. But
they wasn't letting
if
that
you
fuck
had a
up the
chance to
Crawford
show
fight,
up and
bro.
show out and just show that you deserve that belt, I expect that at least for a couple rounds or something, not just starting out the gate.
But you
if,
know what,
like
bro?
I said,
Only
you
way,
can go. Like
only
I said,
way
you can go back. Like you said, Laura and all them. They chose to do the same thing, but I just was never a fan of it.
Slick.
That's why I was happy about
it's a hold on. Hold on, once everybody putting the onus on Skull. Don't you realize that Canelo set a record for the least amount of punches ever thrown in a championship?
I mean, I get that.
Fight.
I get that though.
But you keep saying you're not a fan of that style. Are you a fan of somebody standing there watching somebody and
he
throwing?
Wasn't standing, he wasn't standing there watching. He was trying to catch him, but
no, he was not, brother.
He's never been able to
I challenge you to put it like this. I challenge you to go back and watch.
It's not a challenge because you're not going
to watch that fight.
This is the thing. This is not me trying to convince you that I'm right. Right? I'm not trying. I'm just telling you I'm not a fan of it. So I can watch.
No, but I'm saying
times I'm not gonna like it. But I get why you get what I'm saying.
But,
I get.
No, but you're saying something that's not true though. That's what I'm saying. You're saying something not true. You're saying that the guy.
If you stand in front of Canelo over 100 times in the fight,
the
majority of the fight they were squabbling.
No, he wasn't. Canelo wasn't throwing any punches.
And they weren't. Come on. All right.
He wasn't throwing any punches.
So now you putting so then if he was standing in front of Canelo, right? As you saying, so now you putting the onus on Canelo because he's just standing there. Canelo should just been punching. Why he wasn't punching?
He doubled his output. He doubled Canelo's output. He doubled it.
None of it was landing though.
All those punches they were saying that were landing for Canelo, they were hitting the dude on the hips and on the butt, brother.
All I can do is go by numbers. They weren't landing. They weren't landing.
They were hitting on the elbow. Do you not realize they gave Canelo a round where he threw 4 punches and landed 0, and they gave it to him. The dude threw 4 punches, 4, and landed 0 punches, and they gave it to him.
But I'm saying there was a bunch of rounds out there between them both. Like I said, you can go on there and look. And then I even took your advice when you were saying, remember in the chat, you was like by percentage of each round or whatever the case may be. That's on there. I went and looked. Now that's all I had to go by because, like I said, it wasn't much action. I didn't see much action that you saw to even go off of. So I went to look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
why I said.
100
But if
times,
he
I
was a
gotta go back
star,
and
but if he
rewatch
was a
that.
star, like I said, I believe circumstance do play in it. If you a paper champion, bro, that don't mean you just get in there and do that. You had to understand what they were gonna do. So you kind of gave it. You kind of did that to yourself.
But put it like this: if there's just fighter A, fighter B, turn the sound off, and people just
That's
watch
how I
that
watch
fight,
it. That's how I
didn't
watch
know who didn't know who it was, they would be like, that white guy ain't doing nothing. That's what they would have said.
No, I understand that. I understand. That's why I'm saying, if you're a fan of that style, I get it. But I can't take out the fact. Hold on, I can't tell. That's why I say I agree with Shakur. If he was a star, right, he would have won. It was quite possible he would have won because it was that close, right? But my thing is that you're not the star. You were the paper champion. Circumstances were against you. They know you had to know that. That's part of the sport. That's not cheating.
He
You didn't
definitely had
beat
to
the
know that.
man. You didn't beat the man to get that belt, bro. You knew the setup. You knew the play. That's all I'm saying. Like, you have to know that, bro. Like, Devin's a star. He can get away with that bullshit, right? Shakur is a star. He can get away with that bullshit.
And Canelo's a star. He can get away with that BS. Cause what he did was
and
BS.
you're right. And guess
You're
what
right.
he did?
It was
Guess what?
BS.
That's my point. So
Because
now you understand my point.
he didn't beat William Skull. They gave it to him. He didn't beat him. He did not beat that dude.
But you understand my point, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's about a
so
letter.
There you go. So you understand it, right? That's what I'm saying. He had to know. You can't be a paper champion just think because I got a belt and you go in and fight the man that they basically handed that belt to you from, and you not gonna show no grit. You're not going to look like you really want to keep this motherfucker, bro. I get the style. I get all of that. But what I'm saying is to them judges and the setup play, and you know the setup play.
What style did Canelo fight in? What style was that?
Fought Canelo.
That
Canelo,
same flat-footed
what style is that?
Canelo fought Canelo.
Canelo.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Canelo, he fought Canelo.
That same flat-footed ass though, hard hook style. That's just
so that's all I'm saying. Like, it was just the play. He had to play in his lap. If I'm playing back and I'm telling you I'm throwing left, goddamn, you should be able to intercept the ball. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I think Canelo washed, man. He looked washed.
Well, I've been saying that already for like the last 3 years. He gets slower and slower. That's why he started adopting the peekaboo style. You get what I'm saying? He keep that high guard up and walk forward. And what he tries to walk you down, but instead he tires himself. He tuckers himself out. He can't swing no more as fast as he used to on a head up phase. So now he relies more on a catch and shoot. You get what I'm saying? And set traps. I've been saying that for the last 3 years. I'm not a Canelo fan to the point where I'm like, oh, Canelo is just the ageless wonder.
That's why he don't want none of that Benavidez smoke.
No, right. I said that. I said Benavidez beat his ass. He don't want to let that legacy go. That's why. If he lose to Benavidez, he has passed the torch. He does not want to pass the torch. He want to remain the man in Mexico. You know, but it's just sad that he wasn't the star.
Nah, to me, it was really more like a 9-3. I mean, Canelo did absolutely nothing. Technically, by the letter of the law, I understand everything you said. A-side privilege. You're not the star. Don't want to mess up the payday. But by the letter of the law, it was a 9-3. That dude lost, brother.
Hey.
I think Canelo was embarrassed. He was very embarrassed about that performance. But he don't care because.
No, he don't care. He don't care. He wasn't embarrassed. He's like, fucking easy fight. I'm not even taking
guaranteed money. $50 million guaranteed.
That was a legal robbery, bro. That dude was happy that shit went like that because now he can go into the next fight unscathed. You get what I'm saying? He ain't tripping. And Skull just happy too because that was the biggest payday. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope this doesn't, for me, overall, seeing it become a repetitive thing outside of Cubans, I hope this just does not become a thing. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't become a thing. It shouldn't become, I got easy guys, easy payday, I'm just going to run around. No, man, that's not what people pay to see. You get what I'm saying? You know, whatnot. So, and I'm thinking from all around fans, not just boxing fans, right? Boxing aficionados can appreciate aspects of the game like that, but the ones that want the entertainment, them the ones that keep the sport alive, bro.
See, and I understand everybody's pushing. I'm not gonna call it a narrative, but there is a thing in running. We'll call it running, moving around, excessive movement. But then you also got, and Teddy Allen did a nice little segment. He said he thought Canelo lost too, but it is what it is.
Right.
There's a thing called cutting the ring off. Triple G wouldn't allow people to run. Wouldn't allow people to run around on him. Mike Tyson wouldn't allow people to run around.
Right, but Canelo
Marvin
never
Hagler
been good at that.
Canelo had no effort. I mean, he didn't even try. That's what I was so livid about. It's like this dude had zero effort. He did not even try.
But name one fight where Canelo's been successful cutting a ring off. He's never
against smaller. He's been successful against smaller guys that he wasn't afraid of anything coming back at him.
Right, and the smaller guys took chances to fight him too on some
dumb
shit.
like
Amir Khan. Amir Khan, because we've been saying it long. And Punch will tell you what's the number one. What's Canelo's kryptonite? Boxers, movers. He don't like it because he can't keep up with them. Amir Khan was winning that fight until Amir Khan, inner big man, came out, thought he could stand there and trade with that motherfucker, and got his ass knocked out.
Right, and I think William Skull had enough on his punches to discourage Canelo from running in there. He said, "I'm not running in there because this dude can hit hard enough to keep me honest," and he did. William Skull had enough power to keep Canelo honest. That's why he didn't try to pursue him, because Skull was the faster puncher. Every time he doubled and tripled that jab, he landed at will.
Yeah,
you know,
I can see that. Like I said, I'm not saying none of what you're saying is wrong. I'm just not a fan of the style. That's what I'm trying. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying nothing what you're saying is wrong, bro. I mean, shit. And then for that point, it's a lot of boxers like that. Like, he may not have one punch knockout power, but Canelo had no sense. If he caught more than one, he might get rattled. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, there's sometimes it just be like that, though. But, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I do agree. If he was the A side, he would have won. For sure. He would have won. And if I say that, I can't say that he didn't win. Like I said, to each his own. I can see how one side say this and one side say the other. You know what I mean? And whatnot. But, because to be honest with you, the same argument that you're saying is the same argument I had with about De Los Santos and Shakur. So and if I disagree with you, I would be contradicting myself. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, facts.
So I keep 100, like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, though, but I do y'all, I'm for real opinion, whether it sound funny or not, bro. Do y'all think Rollies should let Garcia and Haney happen? Or should he campaign to fight Haney?
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares neither, though, but I want him to do it.
Bro, history dictates that usually the guy who ruins the party gets the opportunity, but it's the first time I've seen a person that want the opportunity. So, in reality, yeah, he should, but I don't think he cares.
In his mind, he said that they already obligated. They already inked the deal.
If I'm Turkey Al-Sheikh, I'm ripping up whatever contract we had and I'm restructuring it. I'm not paying you guys. I'm not paying y'all guys $15 million a piece. Yeah. I'm probably gonna cut it in half.
Yeah, he was mad. It's video out there where he got up when Ryan was not swinging and was yelling, telling him to swing. Fight.
And you know what? The real talk, even Devin or Ryan, they really have nowhere else to go at 147. They're gonna have to fight, you know, guys like T.O., Barbosa. Because they step up on that next echelon, take one step up, they're food. If they go up against Brian Norman, Connor Ben, Boots, it's a wrap.
Ryan staying at 147 and Devin say his next fight is at 147.
But Devin has to be.
Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I said Devin gonna have to fight certain fighters. Like, he can't go in there and fight that style against Connor Ben. He's gonna get cornered and he's gonna get beat up.
Right.
He can't do that against Jerron Ennis. He's gonna get beat up.
Right.
He can't do that against Brian Norman. He's gonna get beat up.
Yeah.
Guys that hunt you down, pursue you, put you in the rope, put you in the corner, and not allow you to tie them up and run their hands on you and have power.
I can see a tie getting thrown in.
Yeah.
100% a tie gonna get thrown in with those fighters you named with Devin. But and the same thing with Ryan. Shit. Rollies said
Ryan
it best.
can't fuck with
Once
him
he
either.
popped it, he didn't want it no more. I was like, damn, bro.
And I don't know what it is, but the second round is for Ryan Garcia, yo. But he keep getting put down in the same round.
Huh? You ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied, man. But he get up though. But I want to know where that spark went. Everybody saying it's PEDs, but I don't
No,
know.
because the last 2 times he got put down, he got up and rumbled, man. This third time he got put down and got afraid. That was different. I was around Garcia, bro.
That's why I said that motherfucker Rolly must really, really hit, bro.
Hit
Like
hard, brother.
really, really hit like a mule. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. Because you know, Ryan was
Crazy.
never
Tank
it.
didn't scare him like that. He put him-
round one in the beginning, I thought Ryan was gonna be great. But the minute he got on TV, he was like, "Fuck belts! I don't care about no belts." I was like, "Oh yeah, his career is ruined." I was like, "Oh no, bro, you just about to chase the bag. Yeah, you don't care about training no more. You about to just try to live off your name, your new fame. That's it."
I think the fight probably lost a little bit of demand. I mean, they really
It did.
nobody. I don't really care to see the rematch. You got one guy. Both of them were scared. You got Ryan Garcia, who got second round knockdown and was scared, surviving.
Yeah,
And Devin Haney fought the same way, very timid, very cautious. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to engage and stuff. So what is that fight going to look like between those two?
You already know what that is. That's definitely gonna be on this bicycle like that again, for sure.
I think Ryan might be a little nervous too, because Ryan's chinning because Devin hurt Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, he hit him with that left hook and bulking him too.
did.
Now that he got dropped again, now you're gonna have two shell shot guys trying to fight each other.
Man, if I'm Ryan, I'm trying. If I'm Rolly, I want Haney, and if I'm Ryan, I'm trying to get back in there with Rolly. Right that wrong. That's how. If I'm Turkey, I'm like, pick y'all poison, goddamn it, because this is how this shit got to go. All roads lead to Rolly. Because I like I say, that's gonna be upset of the year, bro. That's gonna be upset of the year, bro. If anybody betted on Rolly for a 12-round decision,
Rolly try and get that Pit Bull rematch. You better stay way away from Pit Bull. People will beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. At 47 though, it might be a different animal.
Yeah, he said he was drained. I was watching the interview, the Dancer Project interview. He was like, "Man, I was so fucking drained in the Barroso and them fights." He was like, "Bro, I was in the ring like, man, it was like I had no power. I was tired." He was like, "I now don't get tired, bro." But he said he should have been with the 47 though. That's that. But see, when fighters say that though, like he said he don't fight for the money, but you fought for the money on those because it must have been a big enough bag for your ass to stay there.
Salute, fellas.
What's
like
good,
I said,
family?
I'm so glad everybody's starting to see what I've been seeing for years. For years, they've been calling them little dudes 4 kings, and none of them are good. And I can't stop beating that drum. Man, y'all seen that interview with Timothy Bradley?
Which one? The one you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally said everything that I've been saying for years, bro.
Yeah.
These guys are not that good. How you gonna not be able to punch and be chinny?
I think
every last one of them is chinny, and none of them can punch, but probably like Rolly and Tio.
Yep.
Bro, I'm telling you, if they stay out my 147, Brian Norman cleans all them dudes out.
Facts.
He hurts.
Yeah.
He hurts them. They get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he hurts them.
Hurts them.
Yeah.
No doubt. Why is Boots? Why is Drum Boots? And it's not that he can. Why is he not considered a 4 king when he's the freaking dominant guy at 147?
Nah, but
he didn't come in. He's technically not part of their class.
When
they
was
coming up,
lightweights, when they was coming up, bro, they had Ryan, Tio, Tank, Devin, all them dudes. They was like, yeah, them is the 4 kings. A lot of YouTube channels was calling them that, and I was like, what the fuck? They don't have nothing to do with no damn Duran, Leonard Hearns. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've been saying it. Everybody look like I'm the biggest hater, but I know what the fuck I see.
But they came in that fucked up time when the other guys was holding up the division, so everybody was looking for motherfuckers. Everybody jumped on their trail when they was real young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they was getting all the exposure. They was getting all the interviews. They was touted to be the next up guys, and they just ran with that shit. And I just think they didn't have that adequate time to actually develop, bro. That time you need, because they were just putting the forefront. You talking about all them niggas got fast track quick. You get what I'm saying?
And we can't make something that ain't there, bro. Like, we know what we seeing with these dudes. We got to just call an ace, a spade, a spade. Bro, Saturday, I went to a show. I seen amateurs fight they goddamn heart out for 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
They fought their little hearts out.
Right.
And then turn around and gotta pay money to watch these motherfuckers fight.
Mm-hmm.
I call bullshit.
Like ain't nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, I call bullshit.
You know, but these guys right here ain't gonna, the way they fighting, they're not gonna last. They ain't gonna be around long. Them two
I've been
guys at
saying
least.
it. I've been saying it. Everybody gave me pushback. Well, I think this no, nigga. These we know, we seen Antonio Marco Barrera. We seen Eric Morales. We seen Nate the Galaxy Warrior Campbell. We
Right.
seen all these historical lightweights. Some of these guys ain't even fucking Hall of Famers, but you bring them back in a time machine, they clean everybody clock.
Mm-hmm.
We know what we seeing.
That's what, but we talked about that off, and the heart not there, bro.
Yeah, bro. We
It's
know
about
what
the
we
cash
seeing.
flow, bro. It's the riding, as what they say, ride the wave.
And
Once
see,
that motherfucker
this is
die
what
down,
it
they
is.
out.
Hey, the brother on here, are you a coach too?
Coach Eddie.
Yeah,
Coach Eddie,
yes, sir.
You coach boxing too?
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, well then you know exactly what I'm talking about, coach. Coach to coach. It's like you got a kid that his mama bring in because he been getting bullied into your gym, right?
Right.
And he's been fighting with you and you've been coaching him for like a good 2 or 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had that one kid that's the bully that comes off the street and he beat everybody ass. Because them dudes wasn't really fighters like that. Hate to say it, but just what it is. And that's what happened with Ryan and Rollies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's what happened. These dudes ain't fighters like that. If Rolly would have started when he was 8 like Ryan, do you understand what the fuck we would have?
Right. And I think Rolly just living off the strength of, he know everybody think he done. He know he constantly got something to prove. Like I was watching this shit, he was talking about like, nigga, everybody used to make fun of him. He used to get bullied and shit. Cause he couldn't talk. He said he couldn't talk till he was 11, bro.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
fucked me up. And said he said he was just getting in fights left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. You're not gonna be talking about me. And then like he got into judo and then he jumped into boxing later, whatever the case may be. But I make no mistake, he know how people talk about him in this and third. It's just that he used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if he
bro.
can prove you wrong, he gonna prove you wrong. And he's the fighter that got a punch and surviving off a heart. You know what I'm saying? Whereas these other guys ain't got the heart. It's on them, but ain't in them. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them
I kind of like the dude. I kind of like the dude. You know, he overcame his impediment. I like him. I like it.
That fucked me up, bro. I was like, damn, what? You couldn't talk to you was 11? He said it got to the point where nigga he could speak Spanish better than his sister because the way his mouth was, shit, the Spanish sounded better coming out. It's like, God damn.
And you know what's so crazy, bro? I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna jump down because I hate sounding like a broken record. But this generation is a wash. The number one guy in this generation got beat by the number one guy in this last generation. Who the fuck is passing the torch? Mayweather beat this shit out of Canelo easy. You hear me? Easy. Who passed the torch? Who was the one guy that was the torchbearer for the new generation?
He's supposed to give it Benavidez. He's supposed to give it to David Benavidez, but that chump Canelo.
Yeah, but
they are.
What, no, Canelo's not even the rightful king because the rightful king, the one that whooped his ass, guess what? He's gone. Mayweather never passed the torch. So it was up to these young guys to fight it out. But no, what they tried to do, the Mayweather plan, yeah, I'm on my side of the street, you on your side of the street. That's when they really should have been trying to mix it up. So we never knew who the fuck the dominant one was.
Yeah.
Listen, then you look at a guy like a Keith Thurman, right? Okay, he fought the second best guy of last generation. Pacquiao, we know how that shit went. This generation is a wash. And we still can't get a Thurman and Spence fight to figure out who's the definitive number 2 guy. This generation is a wash.
Right. We was talking about that not too long ago.
Yeah, both of them dudes. So both of them dudes on the tail end, they in bad shape now. So I mean, you got two guys who are way out of their prime.
Yeah. And
that's the fight they need though to separate themselves.
Look at the numbers, bro. Look this. I want y'all to crunch the numbers. Bro, how can you strive to be great and you're only fighting once a year? Nigga, y'all in y'all 30s and y'all only got 20-something fights. Do you understand what I'm saying? You only got 20-something fights. Even Rolly, I believe Rolly just now hitting 25. I don't even think he got 20 fights.
I don't think he got 20 fights either.
Back in the day, 20 fights was the gold number. Okay, now you need to start looking at some champions. Now you about to be a contender.
Yep.
These dudes don't even have 20 fights.
We're going to put your ass on USA Boxing. See what you got.
Do you understand Jerron Boots Ennis got more fucking fights than Errol Spence?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Staying active.
These dudes is running out the play clocks on their careers, bro. They get one win a year. Everybody talk about them. They get on Twitter, talk some shit, drum up a little buzz from a fight, and then don't fight the motherfucker. And everybody's like, yeah, boom. We've been debating about Tank and Shakur for years. I'm off of it.
They getting big paydays though. So they don't have to fight every year. You know, these dudes getting millions of dollars. They're like, man, I'm gonna sit on it.
Yep, that's the one thing that Rolly right about. They getting too much money.
I know, bro, because you probably got fighters that fight for $100 a fucking round. Who always looking for fights? Am I lying?
You facts, yeah.
You got these janky ass promoters out here trying to give your fighters tickets to fight. Am I lying?
Yeah, they want to sell tickets. They want you to pay to get on the card and all that stuff, man.
I'm telling you.
Slot fees and all that old lame stuff, man, like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like a lot of people, like I say, I'm 40. I'll be 47 coming up, but just being exposed to like the Zone in Queensberry, it gave you a whole another avenue to watch different boxers, because a lot of times we only had HBO and Showtime, so we never really got to look at the other guys over there. But you seeing it's some guys, it's some talent over there in the UK, and some of them guys can fight, man.
Man, on my channel, I talk about them all the time, bro.
Of course it is, bro, because look how our
Olympics
is turning out. Look how the Olympics is turning out. That's a preview of what to come. You see who's dominating the Olympics when we're in international games? You see who's dominating that shit? Not us.
Yep.
I'm gonna lay something out there real quick. And the quote unquote American style is becoming easier and easier to beat.
Mm-hmm.
It's because everybody's trying to pattern themselves with that Roger Mayweather type of pad work. They think just because you're not getting pad work, you're not training. They don't know the nuances. You know, they don't have. We got PE teachers and trainers. We don't have any teachers in there.
Yep.
And they think they can fight just because they look good on the mitts.
I'm 48. I feel you, bro.
Yeah, them dudes that can't fight, man. He look good on the mitts, but he can't fight though. Can't fight.
What my uncle used to say? Look at this motherfucker hitting the mitts and hitting the bag. He'd be like, this motherfucker a bag beater. He used to call them bag beaters, bro, because that's all they came to the gym to do. Was beat on the bag, hit on the mitts, look good, boom, boom, boom. And you couldn't even get these motherfuckers in the ring. I see the same thing. Whereas you see kids now even probably coming to your gym. And only reason why I'm singling you out, brother, because I know you feel my motherfucking pain.
I call them mitt warriors.
With their daddy, and they daddy ain't never fought a day in their life, and they teaching their son. That's why we got all these father coaches. Only motherfucking father coach I really, really have respect for is Norman Sr. Because he got his hands dirty.
Mm-hmm.
He came from what we came from. Now I don't know the status of your fighters, but shit.
But then Kenny come from a gym
fighting on Showtime.
Floyd Senior and Uncle Roger, all them guys can fight, man.
Yeah. Floyd Senior, Brian Norman Senior. They fight. He put his money where his mouth is. He fought that kid Greg Hackett.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I dropped the mic on that. I digress. Man, enjoy your show, man. Dope shit. I got some shit I got to get my hands into. But man, hey man, nice chopping it up with y'all fellas. Sorry,
man,
with my loud ass mouth monopolizing the show or whatever, bro. But yeah, man, these dudes is just not that good. Just get over it. We gonna just watch some fights, and we gonna have to wait for that one golden kid to come up. And guess what? 9 out of 10, that kid that's gonna be the golden kid, he probably won't be from the United States. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know one of my biggest pet peeves, and I know you. I don't know when you're gonna shut down. One of my biggest pet peeves too is that people always want to talk about the skill in boxing IQ. Well, just because the guy can't do it doesn't mean he doesn't have boxing IQ. He just maybe doesn't have the physical skills to do it. but he knows how to box. But at the end of the day, boxing is the hurt business. So if you can get in there, if you can and hurt a guy and lay hands on him, all that IQ go out the window if he's hurt. If he's hurt, it don't matter what kind of skill he got because he's hurt. He can't recuperate. I mean, look at Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade was probably more skillful than David Benavidez, but once he got hurt, it didn't matter because he was hurt.
Matter. And sometimes, like I say, you have all the skills in the world, but it's just what you focus on too. Because if you ain't focused on that gas tank, goddamn me, shit, none of that matters. You ain't gonna last long enough to get all that off. You know, you know, and I like what you said, the American style, especially these kids, our kids, they focusing on more into looking slick than the skill aspect of it, right? You know, they see videos like, ooh, how you do? Like you watch a James Toney be right in front of your face and you can't touch him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was under the hood, he had heart. That's why he can stand in the fire like that, and he can eat some to give some. You know what I mean? So like, and then you had guys back then, like we so quick to call everybody chinny now because goddamn it, they it's like they want to get hit in their chin to prove something. But it was guys back then that didn't have chin, but they know how to keep that bitch tucked though. You know what I'm saying? Where you weren't finna get to it. You know, and all sorts of shit. So like I said, it's just a different age of the sport where it's starting to be more. I don't know the word for it, bro, but it's just more action. It's almost like
it's a finesse. It's a finesse. It's finesse game at the highest level. It's finesse. They finessing the system, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. Because this generation, it made me feel like I'm watching college. You know, when you watch college, it's gonna be shooting. And ain't no defense. Just shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball, shoot the ball, and it's just offense. And the more and more I watch these kids, it's like, where y'all defense at, bro? Where is it at? And then that's why I could see Devin Haney running around the ring because he don't have that type of defense. You know what I'm saying? He don't have anything like that. Like I used to like Earl Spence because he knew how to pin his pins and shit and all that stuff. Right. He had decent defense once he get up close to you because that was his game, inside game. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. Lomachenko, it's called a Matrix, nigga. You hitting him about 9 times. You swing to his bite 9 times 10. You hitting elbows, and right before you bring your hand back, he knocked the other hand down and gave you one. Like they don't. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not there. That presence is not there, bro. It's not.
Did you hear that fool Shakur Stevenson fix his mouth to talking about he want to fight Conor Benn at 154?
Man, stop it. He said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That dude would get beaten to oblivion, man. He don't even have the heart to even stand in front of that guy, man.
See Shakur going to 154.
He talking about he can beat Conor Benn at 54.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see that.
And that's the stupid. So why would you even say that? You're not even that type of fighter. You don't even bring that type of attitude.
Not only that, the one point that you made, man, I praise all the UK fighters over here, man, all that stuff. I remember when the zone first hit and I was over here and I'm like, y'all better check these UK motherfuckers out. The thing about these niggas, we fighting once a year. Them niggas active.
Staying active.
They stay active. These niggas could lose like what's the old boy, Lee Wood.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that I lost. I don't give a fuck. Put me back in the ring, coach. You get what I'm saying? They live and breathe the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? The tenacity of these things, this is their, but see, in that country, this is their, what is it? I think it's a number 2 sport under soccer. So like they got a whole fucking, I don't know if you ever watched the UK show. It's a UK show that come on their TV. It's called Talk Sports.
Okay.
But it's guess what it is? It's like all boxing and maybe 10 minutes of every other sport.
Dang, okay.
It's called Talk Sports. It's on YouTube. They show it over here on YouTube, but it's on their TV, bro. That shit crazy, and it's all fucking boxing, bro. All boxing. That's how serious it is to them. So for them, they know they got to go hard because, like, to them, boxing is our NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I agree, brother.
And that's why I enjoy them fights. And then I keep telling people, watch them fights because when they come over here, don't be too quick to call that motherfucker a bum because you don't know who the fuck he is.
Euro bum. You gonna call me Euro bum?
Yeah, where they find him. And then you see all these other months. I made a reference to remember that old movie 42?
Yeah.
Remember when the white baseball players being racist and the white coach had to check their ass? He was like, you ain't gotta like them, but guess what? These motherfuckers talented and they coming. You know what I'm saying? So you better get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel right now. Think about it.
Yeah.
We had the wave of the Eastern Europeans and Madrimov, Boychuk, and all them, right?
Right.
They got high praise and they came on and did nasty work. Now you see the second wave finna be Jin Sasaki. It was anyway. Now it's from Nakatani. Now it's gonna be Jin Sasaki and a bunch of these other motherfuckers come from Japan.
Yeah, them dudes ready to fight too, man. They got a lot of heart, man.
Yeah. So like it's gonna be like this big melting pot of a presence. It's not gonna be we got one good Japan dude who fights in America
Right.
now. We got one good Eastern European dude from Russia, one dude from Kazakhstan, and where the fuck? Yeah, Triple G was from no, Uzbekistan. No, it ain't
Right.
finna be like there's finna be a plethora of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, he was half Korean too. Like the Japanese fighter, what I know, they staple. They're very explosive. Most of them, they're really quick and they're explosive. They got a quick twitch. It's
Yeah,
like Monster anyway is very quick twitch. He's
yeah.
explosive.
Yeah, and the thing is too, they got that shit in their schools, bro. Russia got boxers in schools. Uzbekistan got Russia in their schools. These dudes literally live from the time they go to school on up in the gym. They ain't gotta go join the gym, nigga. That's what's nuts.
Yep.
So like you dealing with all of that too, though. So you could say over here, yeah, I got 100 amateur fights, only lost 2. Okay, yeah, them was that shit. These niggas been boxing for real, for real. They don't get treated like how over here 3 rounds and just go balls to the wall in the ring. And no, these dudes learning technique straight up from out the gate.
I'm gonna tell you another hot spot I've been checking out too. I watch this boxing that come on TV sometimes. These African channels, man, they got a lot of African fighters, man. And them dudes are good, man. But they'll never
Ghana
get
produce a lot of boxers over there.
Yeah, but they'll never get the shot to come over here to shine on the stage because nobody like then they're just another black person on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, they be having their own cards too over there.
Yeah, dude be getting down too, man.
ESPN, that fight. Damn, what fight was that? It's a fight that's supposed to happen this weekend. They just said it ain't gonna be on TV because they having problems over there. It's supposed to take place in Africa.
Yeah, Amir Khan is starting a promotion company. He's gonna be getting some fighters from Africa. He's doing a show in Ghana.
Yep, but they be getting love over there in UK. African fighters, they get love over there in UK. It just over here, everybody want to be selective and they gotta be damn near polished. You know what I'm saying? And the markability, whereas over there, they don't. Okay, you could fight. The marketability gonna come.
Well, you know what? This weekend right here, it was a very eye opening because just called that this was supposed to be our cream of the crop, quote unquote, what we this weekend, this Friday, right? And we are now people are starting to see just because they have a name that doesn't necessarily transpire into a great fight. I think right now people kind of like Canelo. He's getting so played out right now. This dude is like super played out. I mean, he doesn't even want to be missed the way he's moving at this particular time. And a lot of these guys, people gonna stop checking for him because you're not. We're waiting. First of all, we're waiting a whole year for you to get in the ring, and then when you do get in the ring, this is what you give us. Man, ain't nobody. I would just see some good boxing.
Facts. The same thing that would almost happen to Mayweather is gonna happen to him. When we thought he was never gonna fight Pacquiao, that was just gonna be the talk the rest of his life. He never fought Pacquiao. He had to get that fight in. It's the same thing. He needs to fight Benavidez, bro. If he never fight Benavidez, if he never fights Benavidez, bro, promise to God, dog. That's gonna be when we get older in the barbershop. Goddamn me, man. Canelo's hell of a fighter. He never fought Benavidez though.
I think Benavidez stop him, man.
Hell yeah, I do too, bro.
I think he'll stop Canelo.
But that's the thing of being that when you reigning that long, as a champion as Canelo, you deserve the right. Like, okay, if I lose, I'm losing to a good fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what's better than losing him? And he's in your heritage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would do it.
But you know how it is. Canelo got a lot of. See, Canelo right now, he's holding on. He don't want to pass that torch. He want to keep it.
Yeah, and that's some
it's time for you to get off the pot, brother. You ain't looking good. You ain't looking the same. You looking you slow. He looked physically. He looked very old in that fight. That score fight.
That would be a great loss if he lost that fight. Go raise Benavidez's hands. He get older, and they say, "Damn, you lost one." Yeah, I lost that. But guess who I lost to? Y'all future GOAT. You get what I'm saying? The one y'all calling the GOAT. You get what I mean? I ain't just lose to no Rudy Poop motherfucker. You know what I mean? That holds credence. That holds to your legacy, bro. But I agree that passing the torch shit means something in boxing because then it just becomes a free fall and everybody get to claim the same status and then ain't nobody fighting each other neither. Fuck that.
Yeah, I think Canelo, like I say, he do got some good wins. A lot of them wins with guys on the way out, smaller guys, bringing them up. Older guys, Cotto, Carlos Baltimore, Shane Moses, all those guys were old on the way out.
Yeah.
But if you ever notice, I'm pretty sure you know that every time Canelo fought somebody halfway decent, it was a very competitive fight.
Yeah.
He never blew out. He never dominated anybody who was solid.
Yeah.
He never did.
Yeah.
He didn't dominate Danny Jacobs. I thought he lost to Triple G the first time, definitely.
He
Second
did
time
lose.
questionable.
Yeah.
He never really dominated anybody that was
seen.
a A-class fighter. He hasn't.
And that was the most ever seen him on a bicycle ever was with Triple G in that second motherfucker.
Oh yeah, had him backing up.
He was
had him backing up.
Yeah,
so we can arguably say that Canelo has never beat an A-class fighter. If you really want to think about it.
Yeah, if you go on this fucking record, really the nigga like 19-0 or 19-2. Shit.
He never really beat an elite fighter. He never beat an elite fighter. Never.
Yeah, he was built. He was built.
I mean, a lot of people don't know that Canelo he has 20 people on his resume that have losing records. The people don't talk about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, he's a manufactured champion. As a matter of fact, I'm telling you, two of my buddies, Keandre Leatherwood. This is one reason why Canelo don't fight certain fighters. Rashidi Ellis was in the gym kicking his butt. Ronald Ellis was putting hands on him. See, Canelo, a lot of Canelo's sparring partners are black guys. That's what he does. He learns a lot of that stuff. He learned from black fighters. He got Cubans in there. He got black fighters in there. And he learns that stuff, and he turn around and go fight these slow people. These people that's going to stand right in front of him and make him look good. That's why he never wanted to fight Demetrius Andrade, because that's a stylistic nightmare. He'd be looking like a freaking moron, just missing, because he can't fight people that move.
Yeah,
it's always been his kryptonite.
Yep.
It was Skull. I'm sitting there looking at Skull. I'm like, one judge actually had it 5-7. I'm like, bro, he literally probably could have stole that fight, or at least would have been like in most people's eyes. They were like, you know what? We understand the business of boxing, but you lost that one, Canelo. But there's some people out there just feel like I did. But like, man, you got outpointed. And I was surprised to hear Teddy out there say, you lost. He thought Canelo lost, but he wasn't going to jump out the window. Because I felt like Skull could have took the fight. If he would have pressed the action, he could have made more. He could have really made an argument. But hey, look, I beat this guy.
That's why I said, man, if he would have got just a couple rounds in where he did more, it wouldn't be no argument of it or whatever the case may be. For me, like I said, it wasn't the hitting, it wasn't the chasing, it wasn't that he's running. It was just more of this, what the circumstances, bro. You supposed to been in there trying to fuck the plans up. You know what I'm saying?
Am I crazy? And I'm looking to put my 10-4 hat on, and I'm sitting there watching this fight, and I'm saying, Skull looks like he's tanking this fight, kind of like how Sergey Kovalev did, because it was. I think he was amazed.
You think he tanked that fight?
I think he did, man.
Of himself, bro.
Either he's a shell or he was either that far gone, because I never seen Sergey throw a jab that weak in his whole career.
I think he was a shell of himself. That's why I did give him props on that. Everybody like, he beat Sergey. I'm like, bro, Sergey was a shell of himself, bro.
Yeah, he was a shell. And I'm sitting there watching Skull, and I'm saying, every time the dude let his hand go, he was hitting him. And it was fast.
He didn't fight Kovalev when he was the crusher, nigga, knocking motherfucker. He didn't fight that one. That didn't look like the same guy at all.
So now, if Terrence let's say Canelo goes up and beats Terrence, then what they just gonna say that Terrence was too small?
Yeah, they can say that, but I'm gonna give Canelo props because he be the most decorated motherfucker he beat. So I'm gonna give him his props because that little motherfucker chose to take his ass up there. That's how I look at it, and I'm hoping Terrence wins. I'm a big Terrence fan.
Oh yeah, I want Terrence to win, but at the same time, Terrence is a smart guy too, because he didn't he's really too old to be campaigning. You know what I mean? He should be going for the big fights, because like I say, he's too old. He's too old to campaign. He can't campaign at 54. He can't got there. He's going to get beat. Too many young lions there.
Right.
And they'll love to get that scalp on that resume. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I think he earned that right though. He gonna
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like it's a cash out.
Yeah, he skipped over 54. He skipped over 60. I can't see Canelo fighting somebody like Jenna Beck. Jenna Beck's too big for him. Gonna beat him up.
Beast. That's the boogie, man.
Yeah, he's too big for Canelo. You know what I mean? It's too big for Crawford.
Yeah, he's a beast, bro. That motherfucker finna go to 68. I'm telling everybody. Once Hamza left 60, oh, watch he take his ass on. He finna take his ass on, bro. He like, I'm about to get that motherfucker. You gonna dodge me.
And then
What's going on,
Belinga,
y'all?
What's up, Cindy?
what's up, man?
What's happening?
But yeah, man, shit, goddamn me. Motherfucking goddamn me. I'm a fan of Janabek, bro. I'm a fan of Janabek. I just want him to get them fights. But I just feel like he gonna end up another motherfucker Triple G. He's not gonna get them fights. He's not gonna get the ones we want. And they gonna keep dodging.
You got to get on that turkey train, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna do something. He gonna do something. Because he done proved himself more than enough. Shit. And Hamza chose that. I was happy as hell. Like, oh shit, they gonna go. Him and Hamza finna go at it. Hamza was like, fuck that shit.
He fighting Edgar Belinga. That fool went fighting Edgar Belinga. That's an easier fight for him, I think.
He went and fought Carlos Adames. I said, you motherfucker. What the fuck?
I thought Carlos won that fight. I thought Adames did enough to pull it out.
He did. He won that motherfucking fight.
He got robbed, man.
He got robbed. And then
who this is? This Coach Eddie.
Yeah, man.
Coach Eddie.
Man, what's going on? It's Casino like Press.
What's happening, brother?
What's going on?
Yeah, man. So like shit, yeah, he definitely got robbed that fight. And then talking about it was his hand. They kind of found out his hand. He said it was his health. He shouldn't have been at that weight. And this is that third. I don't know what to believe. But that's Turkey's boy though. He love Hamza, bro. He
looking out for them guys, man.
Yeah, he want to put him at the top. That's why he got him at the top of the bill of that card with Edgar. He betting he beat Edgar so to build him up.
Yeah, then Shakur, he fighting William Cepeda on that joint too, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but I don't understand how they agree to that shit talking about they gonna use Shakur to build up the fight, but they not gonna be the main event. I'd be like, fuck that. Nah, bro. Either I'm the main event or I'm not, bro.
Where they fighting in the bar? They fighting in the Barclay?
I don't know where. I know it's in New York. I don't know where, but I know this. I agree with Shakur. You pull that fight off of there, and it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what other fight on there got any hype?
Sure, you can put Shushu on that joint. I know he from New York.
Hell yeah. He probably is. He gonna land on. I think he gonna be a late ad. They done that to him.
Yeah, I put Shushu on that thing, man.
Hell yeah. I had another one. Okay, this is the last thing of the night, man. You see, Tevin Farmer got that call to fight Kid Austin, man. How y'all see that fight going?
Oh damn.
He gonna beat Kid Austin. He gonna beat Kid Austin.
He gonna beat Kid Austin?
Yeah.
You think so, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dude he straight up said that he went online and said he got the call. He just waiting on them to accept it.
That's gonna be an interesting fight, man. You know, it could. Depending on what Tevin Farmer, showed up. I know he just got him 2 back-to-back fights with Williams Cepeda. He just can't let Kid Austin outwork him. You know what I'm saying? That's the only chance he really got is to outwork him and try to get hit with nothing too big. But yeah, I think my man Tevin Farmer definitely could outbox him and win the fight though.
Yeah, that's how I see it. Because Floyd Schofield remind me of like a young Sean Porter. He just come forward, bro. He just gonna let loose.
Yeah,
I think Tevin Farmer. I think Tevin Farmer can hurt him.
Yeah. He got a little pop on him.
Yeah, he got a little pop. That's for sure. And I think it's gonna be a tough fight for Floyd though.
Yo, I got
because the dude.
I think Daniel Dubois. I got Daniel Dubois knocking out Usyk in his rematch, man.
For real? I don't know, bro. That's a hard pick for me, bro. I promise to God it is.
I think Usyk
that's
gonna
a
beat
hard
him.
pick.
I think Usyk gonna beat him. I think Usyk gonna beat him decisively.
Usyk 38, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That all the time undefeated, man.
Right.
I think Usyk. I think he been going to the well too many times. You can keep going to the well, but eventually that sucker gonna run dry. Now he been fighting all these tough guys, these big guys like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. That's taking a lot out of that dude, man. And he fought Daniel Dubois the first time, and I think Daniel Dubois he got a lot of confidence now. Him and Don Charles are looking good. And one thing about Daniel, he's a explosive fighter. He got power in both hands, and he lets his hands go, man. So I think it was gonna get stopped, man.
Yeah, he definitely looked like a different. Who was that he quit against though? off that jab. That
Joe
shit,
Joyce, the broken outside. Joe Joyce.
That shit made me mad when he did that. I said, what? And I wasn't a fan of the boys no more after that shit. But then he came back though. He's like a whole new dude, bro.
Man, he did AJ dirty, man. He beat brakes off that fool, man.
Bruh, you talking about I'm on this motherfucker like, damn, Daniel Du Bois look nervous. That dude AJ look focused. AJ got dead like that. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
That was the craziest shit ever.
Promise you. I was like, I did not see that coming. This dude tried to get up with his face. Like he forgot he had arms, nigga. None of his shit was working.
Man, that dude
it be some good ass fights, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It do be.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if the boy's gonna pull it out, man. But if he do, he's right is wrong.
Yeah,
I just want to give my boy Joseph Parker his shot, man. They got to quit fucking with my boy Joseph Parker, bro.
Shoot, you know what? Wilder got a fight coming up, man. He's fighting the can, but he should be able to take him out, man.
Yeah, it probably be in Kansas. Kansas.
Yeah, he fighting the dude. Shoot, you know that dude? What's his name? Torres. Mm-hmm. What's the guy named that fight on ESPN?
Yeah,
Richard
Torres beat him. Yeah,
Richard Torres knocked the dude out
on
man.
ESPN. Yep.
Why is Wilder fighting in Kansas?
Because he's on BLK Prime, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
That's just where they decided to put the fight.
Yeah, I guess.
You
can look it up. You can look it
up.
No,
I get it. I'm just saying. I mean, no, I don't get it, but I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It just don't make sense to put Deontay Wilder in Kansas of all places. I don't know.
I mean, they just tell you he's not with PBC no more, and he went out there with Turkey. He lost both of those stints, made them quick dollars.
They look bad too, man.
Why they don't put the shit? Why they don't put the shit in Alabama?
And it ain't like Turkey hating on because shit, Turkey getting the shit thrown at him. Not talking about. Let's be for real. What'd he say? I ain't trying to get into religion or race, but man, boxing is better when it's a black heavyweight. Y'all heard him say that? That shit fucked me up, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I think Daniel Dubois. That's what I'm saying. I'm
saying, did it fuck you up in a bad or good way? Like, I mean,
no, in a good way. But people giving him shit because he speak broken English, so it come off different. But if you really pay attention, you understand what he's trying to say. Because in every great era of boxing, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It's like the common denominator in every great era of boxing. There was the heavyweights have always survived the rest of boxing, and usually it was a black heavyweight that was champ. You see what I'm saying?
Man, Turkey gonna fuck around and do what I was.
Turkey's a historian. Like he, you get what I'm saying?
So he gonna mess around and do what I be saying. He gonna go find somebody and bail him out.
Right. They in jail.
He gonna figure that out. It's gonna dawn on him, bro. He gonna be in his kingdom. He gonna be looking at the prisoners, and he gonna be like, bro, this prisoner look like he can whoop Usyk ass.
Hey,
like,
that's gonna be his next card, his next giant mega card.
He gonna make a movie about it. He gonna make a whole movie out of it, and then he gonna come out there and really start whooping some ass, bro.
Have a fight for your freedom card,
and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, bro. I'm telling you. And he gonna be that one.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I think that's why he was behind AJ so much. He was hoping AJ could win. You know what I'm saying? Because deep down inside, he wanted a black champion. You know what I'm saying?
But they cooking his ass on like Reddit, on Twitter and shit. And I'm like, y'all need to chill, bro. Dude, just a historian.
That dude don't care, man. That dude got bread, man. He don't care what we say.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you, I just got a strange feel. I think Daniel gonna get the job done, man. I really do. I think he's gonna get the job done. And that kid, if he get that belt, man, it's gonna be hard getting it from him, man.
Getting off of him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look at the heavyweight scene, man. Look at the survey the scene. F.A. Jabba and Mark McCullough, they did all right, but they ain't all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
McCullough, he eat too much. McCullough ain't disciplined.
Yeah, he got all that money now, bro. Boy, that motherfucker $299. Shit, that motherfucker too big, bro. Real talk. Then F.A. Ever since my boy finna fight Cuban, the Flash. What's his
Frank
Sanchez. Ever since he gotta put that boxing clinic on his ass, he ain't been the same since.
Shoot, Frank Sanchez got stopped. He got stopped by what's my man? Adrian Cabial.
Yeah, but you see how big he is too. That dude ain't got no abs no more. It look like something was wrong with his knee.
Talking about Frank Sanchez.
Yeah, he got a lot of weight. He massive now. He not sloppy. He not sloppy, but I'm just saying he bigger than what he normally is. You know what I'm saying?
You see them dudes go over there, they train with Eddie Reynoso, thinking everything gonna be good, but that ain't a good fit. That wasn't a good fit for Frank
Right, to
Sanchez.
put all that muscle on and all that weight, bro. Like that
Yeah, he
wasn't it
over
at
there
all,
training with
bro.
Eddie Reynoso, man. Eddie Reynoso ain't all that, man. That man a hyped up trainer, man. You
Yep,
know what I'm
because that
saying? Only guy he
motherfucker.
got is Canelo.
Yep. When he beat FA Job, I'm talking he put a boxing clinic on that nigga. I was like, damn, FA ain't been the same since, bro. Ever. I'm like, damn, bro. And I was a fan. I was like, this motherfucker could pop. Now it's like he don't even want to throw that fucking right hand no more.
Nope.
He
I
just
thought we had
abandoned
another
that.
Deontay Wilder on us,
I
another
promise
version of
you,
Wilder.
that was the fight I wanted because it was a stint where he didn't like. He was going off on Deontay because Deontay took a picture with like all this African garm on and all this shit. And he was like, bro, you not from fucking Africa talking about you the African king and blah, blah. He was mad as fuck. And he was like, I want to fight you, dude. Why don't you fight me? And Deontay was like, fuck that. I ain't fight that motherfucker. Hell no. Shit.
Yeah, that would be a good fight right there, man.
Mm-hmm. I was stuck on that nigga. I remember that nigga got in the ring and that dude was coming out and he turned right around when the bell rang. He got back out and walked out, nigga.
They couldn't do it. What nigga was Curtis Harper, I think that's what his name was.
And he fought. Remember when Anthony Joshua came back? He was one of the dudes that Anthony Joshua fought. I thought that dude would never get a fight ever again. He fought Anthony Joshua. I'm like, how you gonna fight Anthony Joshua but you wouldn't fight him? That nigga said he couldn't knock me out like that. This motherfucker sleeping motherfuckers.
He fought AJ. He got that check, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was his first fight back when he was with what's Earl old trainer? Goddamn, Derrick James.
Man, Derrick James, like he looking back. Well, I ain't even gonna blame it on Derrick James, man. Ryan Garcia, that fool didn't want to throw no punches, man.
I blame it. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't blame Derrick James, but I blame him to a certain extent. He's not your conventional trainer, like at that level. Like I was watching an interview with him, right? And they was like, when it come to your fighters, how close you are. That nigga straight said, shit, after the fight, I don't hear from them until they got another one.
Dang, so he did strictly business then, huh?
You get what I'm saying? So like y'all not even in tune, bro. This dude probably don't even trust you, what you saying, or you get what I mean?
Yep.
So when I heard that, I'm like, oh well, shit. Then that's why it was so easy for Earl and y'all to get into it like that, or you know what I'm saying? Because he straight said, he was like, I don't talk to none of my fighters until they get a fight.
I don't think he's talking about Earl though. I think he's talking about them. The new, like that's not his fighter.
This was back then. This was during the when Earl was suing him. I mean, he was suing Earl. And they was asking like his chemistry was fight. He was like, shit, we get together when it's time to fight, and after that fight over with, they go do them, I go do me. I usually don't hear from them until it's time for another fight. And I'm like, how do you gel with your fighter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you that cohesiveness isn't there then? You know what I mean?
He not in the gym. He don't have the type of gym where you can just be there all day and hang out and shit.
Yeah. So I partially, I can understand why it'd be like that, but at the same time though, too, if you got a fight and he just ain't fucking listening, because it ain't like he be telling motherfuckers shit wrong. They just don't be doing it. He be straight telling them some shit, bro. He be telling them they just don't go out there and do it. But that also come with that cohesiveness, that trust. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, but Ryan, he ain't do shit. He ain't do shit. All fight really.
Nah, nigga scared, man. I
Yeah,
think Derrick James throw more punches than he did, man. Derrick James
I don't even think he was scared. I think he was more like he thought he just was gonna get the win, like because
Man,
he had I think he was thinking about the next bag.
That was that underestimating shit. He didn't think Rollies
when he got
like
clipped
that for real.
When that fool got clipped though, he ain't want to be no meme. He ain't want to be people making fun of him getting knocked out.
Hey, that motherfucker didn't just get clipped, bro. That motherfucker literally came off the ground, bro. He lifted that nigga up.
I don't even think it was about being on meme though. I think it was really more about. I'm a matter of fact, I damn near want to say I know for a fact it wasn't about being on meme because he done been a meme. I don't think he worried about. I think he, like, you know what I'm saying. I don't think he worried about being on meme. I think he really worried about the next fight. He won't fuck.
How you gonna worry about the next fight and you losing, man?
Yeah,
he didn't want to fuck up the next bag and then still fucked up the next bag.
Yeah, that's even worse. Looking past, and that was the crazy thing you said that because Rollies said that in one of the press conferences. He said that. He said, "I think it's bad for you, boxers' health to look past a fight." He said that. That was the most shit talking he did. He was like, "But
to me, when Ryan got hit, it was almost the look that he had on his face was kind of like one of them, like a karma look, like I deserve everything that's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he almost like he resignation, like he didn't really try to win after that.
Yeah.
He like cause like he know he been doing some messed up stuff the whole year. You know, making fun of people, calling people racist terms, the Oscarine, everything. You know what I'm saying?
They asked Caleb Plant what he thought about the fight. You know what he said?
With that.
He said God don't like ugly.
Yep.
That's what
Did
he
him
said.
being a hypocrite, talking
off.
about he a Christian and all this stuff, and he acting like a fool.
He said God don't like ugly, bro.
Yep. All this stuff came back on him.
Yep. And it came back the worst way. The one unlikely motherfucker that you thought was
I think that dude was worrying about getting stretched, man. He said, man, I ain't finna let this dude stretch me out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he should, but I don't understand why he ain't listen. Everybody heard that shit during their build-up, Ryan and Tank build-up, right? During that build-up, he was asked about Rolly. And Tank said, Rolly can crack, bro. Like, he could really, really hit, bro. You see what I'm saying? And if you in there with a hard puncher like Tank, and he telling you this motherfucker down there hit harder than him, why the fuck you ain't listening, boy?
Man, I ain't never. I mean, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I just look at it like a regular loss, bro. Like I don't look at Rolly like how people look at Rolly. Like,
no. Here, my thing is that's the thing. Like, I watched this interview. I ain't gonna lie. It made me look at Rolly in a different light. Like, he looked like he off. He sound like he off, but I don't think the kid really off. I just think the kid understands where I think the kid understands where he at in the game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I came in late, nigga. I like what I'm doing, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be this superstar, megastar motherfucker y'all ass is trying to be. I'm cool where I'm at, and I'm happy with the money I'm making. I think that's the kid we seen, right? I watched that interview from beginning to end, and it was this one part where he made so much sense, bro, where he was like, he was talking about the Ryan, what happened with Ryan or whatever. He said, you see, I took him out with the same, his punch. And my left hook was more dominant. He said, but the best thing he could have ever did when he got up was not try to win, because I'd have knocked his ass out. Like, you got to hear how he was talking. He didn't sound stupid. Like, everything he said was like, had me like, damn, okay, Rolly, why you don't talk like this?
No, I heard, I seen that interview, but it's like, shit, Rolly, bro, this one thing about Rolly. Like, I know people like laugh at Tank for fighting them and shit, but I never do. But
who laughed at him for fighting Rolly?
Man, a lot of people do. Like, a lot of people talk about Tank resume trash and shit, you know. But
you talking about that? I thought you said like when the fight was announced, people was like laughing at Tank for fight, like literally fighting him.
Nah, I'm saying like they just saying like that's like a trash ass resume and shit. I don't look at it because, bro, Rolly. All right, put it like this: to start late, bro. I mean, Rolly don't got no connections and shit like that, and people say he went to the Mayweather gym and shit like that. But bro, that's not easy to get, bro. To be able to end up on fighting Tank Davis and you just all you do is walk in the Mayweather gym, bro. That means you fired.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even Mayweather had said it. Mayweather back in the day when I don't know if I played on her or I sent it to Heavy Bag TV, but he was trying to tell everybody, and then didn't nobody remember. But I remember I went and found it and sent it to him, where Ryan back in the day was calling out Tank, and Mayweather was like, I got a guy that got less fights than you. If you beat Rolly, I'll give you 200,000.
Yeah, I seen.
And
that.
he was telling him like you ain't gonna beat him, bro. Like, so Mayweather Ben took notice to the kid. It's just that probably wasn't marketable, probably wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? But the boy literally talked himself into them fights. Nobody gave him no fights, none of that. And to add credence to the trash saying Tank resume is trash, you want to know why people say Tank resume is trash? Just because he hasn't fought another pound for pound fighter.
But people say Rolly trash
too. Well, the thing is about Rolly, he comes off as that though. Like, you hear what comes out his mouth, you like, this goofy ass kid ain't finna beat nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives you that impression. Right. But like when that Tank fight, he was winning the fight all the way until he got knocked out. Until he got green.
Yeah, he was in.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, that don't mean just because somebody done like we watched my organ. Hey, he got his shit off. You know what I'm saying? he was champ and shit. We were looking at him like, but the way he acts, smoking cigarettes to the ring and shit, and all that, like this, somebody gonna beat this nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga crazy. It's like one and the same, man. But I'm willing. I'm not gonna say all the goofy shit is an act or him acting off, but
Right.
it's layers to that kid. Like he really believe in his skills, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
And you
think it
can't
is
take
an
that
act.
from him.
His mannerism is an act because even that interview, that goofy face that he had on press
Yeah,
conference, it was gone. It wasn't that.
yeah,
It was just like a normal guy, just speaking,
uh-huh.
It's an
decent
act.
words.
Showbiz said it was act
Oh,
because
okay.
he done met him in real life. He was like, "That's not how he is." He
My
said a
nigga,
lot of like he said even T.O. is act. T.O. is an act. Rollies act.
T.O. act
Goddamn.
ain't cool, but
Yeah,
I
Rolly,
but
think he said
Rolly,
he said he
Rolly
want to
doing a
fight
good job.
AB. Rolly said he want to fight
Yeah,
AB.
he said he
That'd
he
be
said
a
yeah, he said that'd be a shit talking fest. He said the press
what was you
conference.
talking about?
Yeah, Rolly
And plus,
crazy though, but
I think Rolly the type of dude who probably want to get AB some bread too. The man shoot
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, you can make a fight. You can make some money. You know what I'm saying?
right. But no, I like I said, man, watching the interview was kind of odd because that little segment when he was talking about the fight, I was like, what? Like it was too well put together. Like, is somebody right there for you, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? He was making too much sense, but like, nah, man, I think it's layers to the kid, man, and he gonna always get ridiculed whether it's act or not. But if he go out there performing and let's say at 147, hey man, this might be where he belong at. Only the future fights to tell, though. You know what I'm saying? But we shall see. We shall see. Like I said, he's always been the dark horse of the clique. So, and he seems to be the one with the power.
what do you think Ryan should do? You think Ryan should rematch him?
Yep. I think all
You know,
roads lead to Rolly. Haney need to fight Rolly. If I was Rolly, I want Haney. I want to scratch him off my list too, right? Because this other interview did, he said back in the day, Devin Haney sent him a contract, and it stated that he wanted to make $8 million and pay Rolly $100K.
mhm.
And Rolly was like, "What the fuck, man? You don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't no contract. Get the fuck out of here," type shit. So I want now he done beat Ryan. You can't come to him like that.
Right.
Let's fight. Now let's fight. Scratch him off your fucking list. If I'm Ryan,
Exactly.
I'm gonna intervene. No, I want my fucking rematch. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
right the wrong. Let me then beat Rolly, then go back to Haney. But I
Yeah,
don't
because
want
the
to see
Devin,
Garcia and Haney right now. I don't.
because it's messed up. Because
I
Ryan's
Mm-hmm.
mean,
coming off a loss.
it ain't gonna be a good fight anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
Ryan
not
coming off a
given.
loss. He looked
No, I'm
bad, got
saying
knocked
like if
out.
you really, what I'm saying is if you look at the first fight, like all right, so what I realized when I was watching the fight live, I was really just mainly excited at seeing Devin getting dribbled all off the canvas and shit. Like, but watching the
See,
fight over, it's not an entertaining fight.
I'm gonna be
And
honest with you. I'm be honest with you. I was the opposite. I just wanted to see one good round, like a glimpse of what's to come when he fight Ryan. You get what I'm saying?
no, I
Like,
ain't
has
talking
he been
about.
working on his head
I'm
movement
talking about the
or?
first fight.
Okay.
I'm saying with the first fight, I didn't even see Devin fight just now. But
Oh, okay.
all
Oh,
I
you
saw
ain't
was
seen the
Ryan.
fight?
It was you
No,
ain't miss nothing.
I ain't see Devin fight. I saw Ryan fight.
You ain't miss nothing,
We
bro.
seen it. I know you
Nah,
seen
I knew
the
I wasn't
Canelo
gonna miss
fight.
nothing. I mean, I knew that shit was gonna be like that. I mean, that's the only way he can fight, bro. And that's why I say the rematch gonna be trash
Yeah, because
because
if he fight the way he fought Saturday, and
that's what
it's
he's
just
gonna
not gonna
do.
be, it's just not gonna be worth it, bro.
That's what he's
I'm
gonna
glad
do.
Ryan got cooked, man.
Maybe it's a wake
I'm
up call for him, bro. Like I
but the
said, I
thing
want to see
about
how
it,
he come
think
back.
about it. When he beat Devin, that man just started talking crazy, man.
He did. He got
Called out Errol Spence. Talking about I can beat Errol Spence. I can beat Duran Ennis. Then he started talking about everybody's wife. Caleb Plant wife, Kevin Boso wife.
yeah.
That man went
Clarissa
crazy.
Shields. He was on
Everybody. That man
everybody.
went. That's why
Everybody.
when he got knocked down, he had this look on his face like I deserve this. That's how
And
he was looking. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah.
deserve everything that's happening to me right now because I earned it.
Yep. You ain't lying. That's what he. Yep. He earned all that. All the
Talked about
humiliation.
Frank Martin. He
Yep.
went over there to Derrick James camp. Went over there and talked about everybody over there like a snake.
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia ain't no good for boxing, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
glad Roller took out the trash, man.
Well, nah, he good
Ryan
for
Garcia, the
boxing, man.
trash
Shit, nah,
man,
he
brother.
good for boxing.
No,
He
Rolly
good,
good.
but
Rolly
no,
always
I'm talking about
He ain't
Ryan
no
Garcia. Ryan Garcia
he
good for
ain't no
boxing.
good though. But he ain't no good though. He can't fight.
Yes, he can.
Ryan can't fight, man.
He can.
Ryan got to take a step back and get his shit together, bro.
Ryan
He
is
got to
at
get his shit together.
47 now. He getting there. He getting there with any of them guys, the elite guys at 47.
Yeah,
It's a
fighting the
wrap.
way he fought, it's a wrap. The way the
It's a
way
wrap.
he
The way he
sticking
fought
his
right
chin
there,
out
but
and all that shit,
he ain't gonna fight like that.
dropping his hand, he bet not. He bet fucking not.
He ain't gonna be fighting like that.
He
Because the
getting there
reason
with
he got
Boots.
caught,
Boots gonna beat him to death, man. He
the
getting there with
reason he
Boots.
got
Boots
caught with
gonna.
that left hook, dropping that right hand the way he always do, and sticking that chin out there. And them the two
Yep.
things he ain't never corrected in his whole career, bro. And he needs to get with somebody who gonna force him to correct that shit, man. I don't give a fuck. They can put a tennis ball under his chin and put some duct tape around his head and keep that bitch tucked, nigga. Because somebody can
He
always
gonna
catch
win.
him
He
like
gonna
that.
win. He gonna win a couple. He gonna probably still gonna lose some more fights, but
No, I ain't like that's what I'm saying. He's not gonna be. I can see him doing that. He's just not gonna be the dominant force that I once thought he would have
Oh
been.
no.
You know what I mean?
shit, ain't none of these niggas gonna be no dominant force if they fight each other.
Nah, see,
Shit, other than
my thing is like now I look at it as an overall, and I agree when you take anybody out of any era and put in this era, they probably watch them all. But like, for as just their era, it's gonna be one of them's gonna be dominant for their era. You know what I'm saying? Given the level of competition they're in. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't know who. That's the thing. It's just a free fall, bro. That's the problem. It's just a free fall. And then all these motherfuckers talking, if they don't get in the ring with each other, it's just really finna be a wash, nigga.
All they talking. I think Turkey I think he finna make some changes in the way he do business too, man. Cause I already know people in this ear already to my look, man. Stop paying these dudes all this money, man.
no, he finna stop. They finna do something about running. That's what they gonna do.
He was telling Ryan. He was telling Ryan to fight. He was yelling.
They gonna do something about
yelling
it.
at Ryan, fight.
Everybody was even though I remember when Canelo was fighting Score, the referee walked over to Canelo corner and said, "Man, y'all need to start fighting, man." In the middle of the gap. That what I'm saying. Everybody kept putting on Score, but Canelo wasn't doing nothing either. And the referee walked over and said, "Man, you need to start throwing some
It
punches,
ain't
man.
really
You
nothing
need to fight."
Canelo could do, bro. You can't. I mean, like one thing about it though, that cut out the ring shit work, but it don't work when a nigga literally running from you. Like Skull was like jumping away from him, like he was doing what Shakur. Remember how Shakur was like bouncing off the rope and then swing away with his hands in the air and shit.
But Canelo ain't never been good at cutting the ring off, anyways. Though.
Wasn't even close. Skull stood in front of that guy over 100 times. I counted them. Canelo looked at the man. Canelo said, "I already got the money in the bank. I got 50 million guaranteed. I ain't chasing this fool down. They're gonna give me the win anyway."
Right, and he got another fight lined up too in September. Shit, fuck that. Let me go and get some sleep.
That man throwed 158 punches in the whole fight, man. That's average got 13 punches. He wasn't running. He wasn't running, Casino. He wasn't running.
If you say,
I'm telling you, he was. Go back and watch that fight. That man planted his foot and looked at Canelo. Canelo looked at him.
Yeah, because he know, but Canelo know, bro. When they be running like that, Canelo knows as soon as I come at you, you finna run again, bro.
Now every time he did try to close this, Skull popped him in the freaking jab or hit him with an uppercut. And then when Canelo got him up against the corner in the ropes, Canelo tried to let his hands go. Skull ran 3-4 punches off on him and slid out on him.
So like I say, you trying to say Skull won the fight?
Right, I know he won the fight. Ain't no EFN bust about it. He won that fight. Teddy Atlas said the same thing. He said he won the fight, but they weren't gonna give it to him. He said by the letter of the law, and technically he won the fight. Canelo didn't do. How can you win a fight if you don't do nothing? The dude didn't do anything. You talking about cutting off the ring? Triple G know how to cut off the ring.
Man, they gotta do something about these. They gotta make a rule
hold on. When Triple G fought Willie Monroe tried to dance around and skate. Triple G went and cut him off and stopped him. Kell Brook tried to do the same thing, tried to run around the ring and skate. Triple G went in there and stopped him. So we can't stop. We got to stop putting it all on the run.
But you know, Triple G got better feet too, though. And that ain't
he got, you know what? He got a jab too.
Right, and that's not.
He got a jab.
I'm just saying that. You know, Triple G got better feet.
He got it. He got a jab. So that's a part of boxing. In boxing, what you got?
Walk you into shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they need to make
Yeah,
a
Triple G was
rule.
good at
They
that
need to
shit.
make a rule where you can't all that moving shit. They need to make a rule
mm.
about that shit. Like if
It's
you
called cut. It's called cutting the ring off. You can't do that because that's
I'm
part of
saying
boxing, man.
Yeah,
You can't
that's
make.
why.
You can't tell a guy you got to stand still
no, they ain't gotta
when
stand still, but they gotta make it where it's like, bro, you moving
nope,
like
nope,
excessive, just like excessive holding. They need to be excessive moving. Like,
can't do that.
bro, it's
But that's why then that's why they have negotiations on sides of the ring and shit like that.
well, shit. Look, let these niggas keep doing that shit, and
So
y'all
But
it,
see
so
the
that
if a-
people.
if a, so if a
Listen,
man can't,
Let niggas keep doing that shit, and boxing gonna get the feedback that they got this weekend, and niggas just be happy with that shit.
no, that's
but,
why I
but
said I hope
about
this shit
see,
gonna be
but
on
that's the
continuous
thing,
stream.
Casino. It's two people. It's two people in that boxing ring. You can't put all the onus on the dude that's quote unquote moving. Terrell Biggs tried to do the same thing against Mike Tyson. He got
Mm-hmm.
stopped. So
Man,
I don't buy that. Oh, the guy just need to stand there. And plus, not only that, it was a reason
he
why
don't have to
Canelo didn't
stand there,
pursue him.
bro. Like he don't have to stand there, bro. Dimitri Bivol is a master boxer, bro. He don't just stand there, bro. Like,
But I think the overall consensus we could agree on is that Canelo knew he had a bigger fight coming up and fuck this shit. He
Yeah,
knew he was
he
gonna
didn't
get
try it.
denied.
but
Canelo
He
did.
knew
He
he
did.
knew
he
he knew he was
won
gonna get
easy.
denied though.
Shit,
He didn't try. He didn't try to cut the ring off. He didn't do. He didn't win. One judge
man,
had it
he
5 rounds to
easy,
7.
man. He won
They
easy.
gave it to him, brother. He didn't win. They gave it to him.
Nah, he
They
won
gave
easy.
it to him. He didn't do nothing. He didn't beat that dude, man. That dude didn't
But
have a
that's, I
scratch on
mean,
his
it just
face,
everybody
man.
got a different opinion. Like, I don't give no credit to that type of style anyway. Like,
That's why I said everybody gonna have their sides when it comes to
Yeah,
fights
but I
like
mean,
that. You
and
know what
I
I'm saying?
understand. I ain't trying to change your mind. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing up the fact. But you give credit to a guy who literally watched the guy and did absolutely nothing. Just stood
I
there.
mean, it's not even a
A
credit.
score.
I don't give credit for
Like
nobody
I
fighting
don't
William
call it
Score.
like fights
Like,
like
it's,
that. Like fights like that, I don't call him a wash. I just say he did what he had to do to
Yeah,
win. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he
because
beat him easy. I ain't saying what beat him
all
easy,
Canola had to do was show up to win. He didn't have to do anything to win.
but he
He just
beat
had to
him
show up.
easy. He
Yeah.
beat
And
him
you know what? You
easy.
know what?
He had
It's
different
like this.
circumstances. You're right. You're right.
It's
Different
like
circumstances. You're right.
it's like you go to a job, right? And they say, "Look, man, you got the job. You my homeboy. Look, you got
Mm-hmm.
the job. All you got to do is show up. You got the job." That's all. That's what all Canelo did. He
Right.
just showed
Right.
up. He
Right.
didn't try to impress nobody. He
Right.
didn't even try to
Right.
pursue this guy.
Right.
He didn't.
Right.
It was no effort, zero
But
effort.
that was you hit the nail on the head. So now maybe you can definitely see what I'm saying. Knowing the play, you get what I'm saying? You showing up to the guy that you didn't fight for the belt. All the pressure was gonna be on him. He had to know that you had to beat him. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't say that the way it went was right. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
And you know,
Skull
in the
had to
argue,
know that they was gonna do him like that. You know what I'm saying?
and he still would have lost, even if score doubled Canelo's output. He threw
You think
150
so?
more
You
punches than
think so?
Canelo. He did.
No, I'm saying landed. I'm talking about like say if he pressed
No, no,
him.
I'm just saying for the activity, he threw more punches than
He threw
Canelo.
more. Yeah,
So
yeah,
Canelo, I mean, he could have threw 700 punches and they still wouldn't have
yeah.
gave it to him.
It was easy gear because he was the they looked at it as he's the aggressor. But like at the same time though, if he would have pressed like say 10, 11, two of them last 3 rounds or something like that, and not even press hard, just pop, 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 and get out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, he they wouldn't have been able to easily give it away. You know what I mean? Because like I said,
Nah,
it
but
was
see,
super close.
one scorecard they gave score 1 round, the whole fight.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it didn't matter. That judge right there didn't care. Like literally, they gave Canelo a round
Yeah,
where he threw 4 punches and landed 0, and they
the
gave it
bag.
to Canelo.
Yeah, that bag was definitely in play. You
Yeah,
already
man,
know
man,
that bag was
that dude
definitely in
didn't
play,
stand a
bro.
chance of winning that fight. He could win there and did. Look
Yeah,
how hard Bivol had to fight
there
to
was
get a
no
7-5.
way. There was no way that fight that they was gonna let that fight fuck up 2-time undisputed versus 2-time undisputed in September. They was not. That was the whole reason he went. He doubled back to get Skull, bro.
Yeah,
That was the
it was
whole
just a
reason.
formality. That fight was a formality. Just show up
Yeah.
and you gonna win. Don't worry about it.
And now you
We got
2-time
you.
undisputed, and we got 2-time undisputed versus each other. Same way they tried to do. Who was that? Jamel. Undisputed versus undisputed.
Yeah, Jamel.
Yeah. So
Jamel Charlo.
it's the hype to have some credence to the fight. You know what I mean?
Did
That's
y'all
all
see
that shit
that?
was. But I feel like that fight was so close where like shit, it could have went either way. That's just my opinion. But like I knew just by the way he was fighting, Canelo's gonna get it. He
Oh
know
yeah,
what he
You
gonna
know they
do.
gonna give it to him.
y'all seen that Caleb playing press conference?
Yeah, that thing was
Yeah,
trash,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It was trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't no good. It was
They
boring.
had some
Nobody
goofy
wasn't really
moments,
talking
right?
crazy.
It was some goofy moments. It was like one goofy moment where Jamal was like, that was me replying to your ass keep on writing me and shit on Facebook. What'd he say? You keep trying to fucking FaceTime me, call my fucking promoter, nigga. Quit writing me, nigga. That was the only funny
Yeah,
part of the whole thing. But other than that,
I ain't seen it
yeah,
yet. I was going.
that's the
yeah.
only that
You
was
ain't
the
missed
only
nothing,
thing.
man.
Rolly, they gave it was so boring, they let Rolly crash the party and shit.
Rolly was
Yep.
there
Yeah, Rolly was there.
doing what?
So he got up there on and said like one sentence, and then after they gave him his own little press conference and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Then Caleb Plant over there talking to a Mexican dude. The dude don't even know what he's saying. Caleb Plant over there told him, man, he was gonna knock him out. That Mexican dude over there clapping his hand.
Yeah,
Like,
smiling his face and shit. Like he was just smiling. They was facing off. Caleb trying to talk shit. He just smiling, cheesing. Like I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be here, damn it. I made it,
Yeah,
mama. I made it. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
man, crazy. Then that dude Cornflake, same way. He was acting like a fan.
Yeah,
Cornflake taking
yeah,
pictures with Jamal. Hey,
yeah,
sign some autographs and all this old lame stuff. I said,
yeah.
man, come on, man.
He talked more shit on that damn virtual call press conference than he did in person.
when when Keyshawn supposed to fight?
Damn, I forgot. Ain't that in? That's June.
Oh, it's June. Oh, okay.
I gotta look. I know it was like June. It ain't May.
Who
It ain't
else
this
fighting?
month.
Who else fighting coming up? Like,
Now ready fighting Saturday,
oh yeah, Navarrete. Yeah,
and that other card that was
yeah.
supposed to be on, they ain't gonna show it on ESPN.
Shit,
Boy
Navarrete.
Chuck versus Michael Fox fight, but I ain't gonna be able to see it. They try and bury my guy Boy Chuck. They putting his ass on UFC Fight Pass. What kind of bullshit
Dang,
is that?
man. I thought he beat Virgil Ortiz, man.
Yeah, I did too. I did
It,
too.
it was real close, man. Yeah, it could win
Yeah, they
either
was trying
way,
to
but
fuck that money up. They was like, this dude fucking the money up, bro.
yeah, that's the messed up thing about boxing, man. They gotta let these dudes lose, man. I'm gonna tell you something else too. And I'm gonna hop off. Even with the
Yeah,
like
I'm
the
finna shut it down in a minute.
Ryan Garcia, right? When he fought Rolly, I thought they were gonna give it to Ryan, right? I thought they were gonna give it to him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just to go ahead and make the fight. You know what I mean? But then I got to thinking about it. I said, nah, they punishing this dude because remember how bad he talked about New York State Commission, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you had a lot of New York judges that was on that card, judging that card. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, man, screw this dude, man. Go ahead and give him a loss. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? You
it
know,
didn't
he
make
talked
it.
all this crap about our commission, talking bad about, we corrupt and all this stuff. So they showed him,
Hey,
man.
it didn't make it that far, bro. He took care of it for him.
They still could have gave it to him though, because that wouldn't have been the worst
Yeah,
robbery we ever
but that
seen.
would have been like the worst robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, how? Like, you know what I mean? Because after that knockdown, he didn't do a damn thing.
Nah,
Nothing.
he got pieced up. I mean, I ain't say he got pieced up, but
He
he got work
survived.
though.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
survive.
He survived.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in survival mode. Like, fuck this shit. I ain't getting hit like that no more.
fat. Hey
All
man,
right.
Casino, y'all stay up, brother. Hey, thanks for
Yes,
having me
sir.
up, man.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Anytime, bro.
Yes, sir.
Anytime,
All right,
man.
brother.
all right, y'all.
All right, Casino, man. I'm finna shut it down, brother.
All right,
All right. Thanks for coming on, bro.
for sure.
All right, everybody, man. Hey, thank y'all for coming through. Put it out there again. Yeah, I am suspended on my other channel at GMT Sports, but we're gonna be having the show over here. I think we got like a week and a half of the suspension, but nonetheless, y'all know where to find me at over here on Slick 50 TV, SLK50 TV. What we got? I saw WCS came through. Salute to you, brother. 913. What do you say? It's the difference between cutting the ring off and following a guy. I agree with you, bro. 100%. I agree with you. TJ said, calm down, you a hater. Rolly low key gave the PBC a breath of fresh air. You ain't lying. They did. I mean, he did. He did. That's why they had him at Jamal in the press conference. He's the hype of PBC right now, bro. Until that fight happens, unless we see something spectacular out of Jamal and Caleb, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe we'll end up getting that fight because we all know they got to come through on that because we'll never, ever, ever let this die until that fight happen. Let's see that one more time. 100%. So they gotta come through on their end. I don't want to see no upsets. And what is that? May 31st or May 30th, whenever they fighting, I don't want to see no upsets. I want to see Jamal win, Caleb win, and they got to get it in. You hear me? Because I'm not convinced on Jamal. He's still a little shaky to me. Johnny Depp, tell him how you feel.
I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do. I'm confused, and I want to go home.
That's how I feel like Jamal feel, y'all, on everything. And in the meantime, Al sitting in his chair home like, yep. So, having said all that, y'all be easy. Friday, we will be on over this way, so make sure y'all come through and show out. You understand me? I'm your boy Slick 50, man, and I'm up out of here. All right? Deuces.
Nigga!